Okay.
It's
I
not
don't
an
think there
video.
used to be. I don't
Oh.
think there used to be a live tab.
It's not an official video. He has to make it a video, probably.
That might be newish.
What is it here?
Gotcha. Weird is not all of our live stream. Like we've only got. I see like 5 episodes too. Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I don't have. I don't broadcast all of them.
We did the other. We did it on the other account there for a while.
All right. Are you all ready?
Yeah.
Or-
Look what Dad.
Ready.
Dad bought this.
Game
By the
run.
way. I had to paint it. It's a big old bust of Moon Knight.
Oh, nice.
Gonna be painting it. Oh man, I just stood up about the way I did it again. Whoa, it's like sliding out, dude. Came out of nowhere, dude. Oh yeah, boy, yeah. Get us up here. All right, folks. Episode 21 of the Call to Adventure. Oh. Whew. I think I did poop. I'm pretty sure I did. So,
We already
last
started.
session was a lot of things. A lot of things last session. To sum it up briefly so we can get to going. You guys followed Sadius into the water with these new formed gills and fins on your arms, following the lead of his visions and his dreams of this temple that would test him, where he would acquire his knighthood and this weapon that was promised to him if he could succeed at the test. You guys went into this ancient temple of Nagas, and you learned a distant history of Asticia and Asticia's followers and who they used to be, and this calamity, this great calamity that happened in the year around the years 950 to 1000 of these Naga that had succumbed to this force, this dark force that had now appeared underwater. Cthulhu had warped this species of underwater beings and turned them against Asticia. You read these on the pillars as you got further and further in until you tripped a trap, and the Nagas themselves appeared in spirit form. You guys went through multiple rooms. It was a tough battle, but you guys were successful in slaying the final beast and releasing the temple from its curse. Sadius was awarded the title of Knight of Asticia and received a great weapon, one that only the Knight of Asticia could handle, could hold. A one of a kind item, a trident, a magical trident of great power. After receiving the item, you guys swam back up to the boat, and you all took a much needed break, a rest. The rest, however, was short-lived. As you all rested, Azadeth and Baslin and everybody that had been sitting there and trying to get some sleep heard a knock on their door. And as they all answered the door, they saw a familiar face, but with an unfamiliar person accompanying them. Another Githyanki. It was Zithra and her mother with 2 little children. And as they went to this battle board, this large map, the area in your boat where you guys have meetings, you began to have a conversation with this woman. And she told you about what's going on in her homeland, her planet. She, after a couple brief questions, and her dodgy behavior, not answering what her name is, who she was, just assuming that everyone knew that it was Zithra's mother, she reached in her pocket, handed Zithra this odd rock. It was dark black, almost crystalline in feature, with bits of green color in it. Zithra was confused and looked up and saw a smirk on her mother's face. Confused herself, Zithra then watched as the two children began to sprout imp-like wings and spines from the sides of their arms, and their form changed, as well as the mother, her mother. The disguise evaporated and showed a tall, armored figure, one who you have heard before, and one who takes every opportunity to tease and bring pain to you through memories and other things alike. He warned that her planet was decimated. That yes, there was one group still fighting off, but soon he would kill the whole planet along with Atlas. He disappeared quite soon after that. Sadeas attempted to cast some spells at him, but was unsuccessful. And along with the two imps, he disappeared, teleported away. And that's where we leave ourselves. You guys are now on the boat in the meeting room. You have a common goal, knowing that Kentigern Keep is your next location to go to. It rests in the very, very far north. I'll pull up the map for you. Just east of Kandar in the Volgan region, there is an old keep. It's much retired, along with the Frostmere Keep. Both of these keeps are very, very ancient. I'll give you a brief history on them both. They were created by the dwarves shortly after Ethris itself, in particular Ulstenberg, had chosen a king. The dwarves at that time rested in Kandar and united. There was a small split, however, in Kandar. After the finding of cold iron and Ulstenberg beginning to become this large entity now, holding most of the power in this entire continent, the Kandarian dwarves thought it would be best to sell their cold iron to spread their power throughout the northern regions. But there was an issue with that. There was a set of dwarves that did not agree. And they went underground. At least that was the rumor. But you guys now know that to be true because you met those dwarves yourselves. Those two keeps, however, were made by the dwarves at that same time to protect their assets. The Frostmere Keep to protect most of the Free Swords Valley and able to get to Housefjord if they need to. And the Kentigern Keep primarily focused to protect from the Frosted Islands and giving them quick access to the Frosted Islands, because at that time it was under dwarven control. As well as a form of trade, an area to trade with, and an area where you could send military easily to and from Salheim. But rumors have said that they are both far abandoned. There has been many scary stories about massive beasts lurk in their keeps now, and they're haunted and this and that. But the Volgan region in particular is very desolate. Most dwarves do not live in that area. Salheim is the only region the only major city in Volgan, the Volgan region, that has any population. With having Kindergast Mountain, the volcano to the north, a lot of dwarves don't like that. It stresses them out. They're very anxious that thing may explode at some time. It's been dormant for a very long time. But most of the dwarves have moved over to Kandar or are over in Housefjord and the northern regions as well. So, you guys, that's the brief little history lesson on where you're going, but you guys know that is your last location of the last tome before you head back to Mollendorf to meet with the mages.
Yo.
Did Sadeas do this when we were driving by
Yep.
in the water?
That is the
Yeah.
roll.
Here's a drive-by.
Just making sure.
We're just on the ship,
You guys are on the ship
cruising up there.
in the meeting room. The situation with Zethra's mother just finished, literally seconds ago.
So did we get a full rest, basically, then? That happened in the morning?
No, that interrupted our rest, right?
Yeah.
When I went back to sleep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you haven't been able to go back to sleep yet. I mean, we're talking like 10 seconds after this just happened.
Okay.
Well,
I'm going back to bed.
Yeah, that
Sounds
was wild.
unfortunate.
I think I would just storm off. I wouldn't say anything and storm off.
Okay.
like we said last time, at least we know I feel like he's on the back foot.
Yep, I think we
Because
discussed
he's
it last
throwing
time
threats.
too. We're gonna talk to our people and
Yeah,
just
you
to have
talked
it
to your
checked in on that area, see if he's lying. So
Is she mad at me?
who?
no, I think he's
He's
mad.
wrong.
She's mad at the
Probably the evil
demon
deity
that
just
said-
came through.
I didn't know if she would be
Family.
mad that I almost would have hit her mom if it wasn't her mom. But it wasn't her mom,
No.
right?
it was
No,
demon
they
man.
were at playing.
I confused
Games in their
myself.
head.
Sorry.
Yeah, I say we do. I'll go get back to sleep, get some rest.
Yeah, we need to be on our best here. Got a lot of
He's gonna be
places
driving us
to
to
be.
old
We got a lot of
Kindergarten
pirates to
Keep.
go.
We'll get that last book.
Go kill that son of a bitch for Zithra.
I've got my new weapon out and I'm gonna be like, yeah, I think I'll practice with this for a little while and I'm just gonna swipe it and it's just gonna cut the table in half.
Well, don't do that.
That's my bad.
Definitely-
I didn't
definitely
actually
practice.
I didn't mean to do that. Didn't know it was that sharp.
I would take practice outside.
I'm gonna put it on my back.
Yeah, I'll head to bed too.
All right. Now, Sadius, are you going back to where we talked about?
I didn't take a note of what I wanted to do and I don't remember what I wanted to do.
You were gonna go back. I'll just briefly.
I know I was gonna
tell
go back to the
Yeah.
temple.
And you were gonna
Yeah,
cast.
you said you were at the temple because that's
you were
where we
gonna
called
cast
you
a
from.
certain spell.
Oh, what was it? I couldn't find it in the messages I sent you either.
Yeah, it's above. It's above the.
Oh, it's this big thing.
Yep.
I didn't read the big thing. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sneak off and do that still.
Okay.
I'll go to bed.
I'm gonna go read Baz a nighttime story.
All right. So, what do you want to know? How do you ask? I know it's a spell, but
Yeah, I'm rereading the spell to make sure I word it right. I'm gonna sit in my normal prayer, which is on my knees. And I'm gonna sit there and really try to attune to Estitia. Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna take my medallion around my neck and sort of hold that as well.
okay.
Put my new weapon on the ground in front of me, and sort of start to pray out. And I'm gonna ask, Estitia, I know I've asked so much of you lately. I just have one more question, and I'm gonna sort of do the incantation while I'm saying all this as I'm going through it.
Okay.
We have someone among us that is changing a lot, and it's worrying me for his sake and maybe even ours. I don't know if I fully trust him, so I just would like maybe some more information on him, if you have any. I'm worried for him and for us, honestly. So much is changing in the world, and I just want to make sure I can trust who is with me.
She better watch her tongue.
Estitia responds. Be more specific. What about him do you not know that you want to know?
Well, I mean, to be blunt, like you said, you said to be blunt, he's turning into a fucking dragon.
Yes.
It's sort of worrisome. I just have never seen that happen before, so I was wondering if when he does turn into this dragon, will he still be himself, or will he change
Ah,
to being the thoughts of a dragon?
there is where your question is rooted.
Yes.
Will he lose himself in his new form? And will
Yes.
he achieve his new form? That's what you ask.
Yes, you're so smart, Esticia. Thank you.
As you begin to really focus on incantation and you're meditating on Asticia and asking her this question, your hands begin to vibrate now. You feel that the spell is fully working. You now can physically see this light coming from your hands, and a book appears in front of you. This ethereal book, and suddenly the pages just begin to, as they're going forward, and they stop on a page. And it rests on this page, and the cover, on one side of the actual, you have 2 pages, obviously. On the left side, you see a large blue dragon. This dragon looks to be a little bit bigger than Frostfang.
Okay.
A little bit different form as well, whereas Frostfang was kind of slanted in the face. I think we've showed pictures of him in the past. This azure colored dragon has very big fins on its face. These long tendrils that kind of looks like a little dragon beard that hangs down. On the right, you see the term Drakhornell. And it speaks about this species of dragon and the differences between a dragon and a Drakhornell. Dragons can be bred. These dragons that are bred this way, ones that hatch eggs and have children, these are beasts. And the dragons that you mostly hear of in history, at least common history, are primarily coming from the south, in particular Kakua. The orcs were known as dragon riders. They were dragon handlers. They raised dragons, but they raised them in an environment where they were bred and treated very poorly. So when these things would reach maturity, they were incredibly aggressive, but they were submissive to their master, much like the orc species in general, where they have a line of power, where you have a war chief, and everyone listens to the war chief regardless of what he does, and if you don't like it, you just listen or you die. Similar with the dragons. The dragons understand that they are the top of their food chain, but above them is the orcs. Those beasts are hard to tame, and majority of the time they are incredibly wild. They are aggressive. You cannot get a good idea if they are good or bad. But the differentiating factor between a dragon and a Drakhornell is, so the Drakhornell was first an elf who ascended to the dragon status because of his gathering of power. There's a term in Ifith, an event called the Expulsion Event. The elves were the first ones to discover magic in the world, and they were the first ones to harness it to such a severe amount of power that they actually caused a catastrophe in their homeland. The island of Ifith itself, because of the Expulsion Event, split in half, and the power of this magic was so strong that it caused the islands to float. You now have the Leonian Empire and the Shianoris Empire, 2 elven empires that split because of this calamity, because they could not get along with each other after this event happened. From that event, however, there was certain beings throughout Ifith, elves in particular, certain ones, that were born with a substantial amount of power and the ability to harness magic more than others, that ascended to this dragon-like status. They harnessed this magical power and were able to transform it into a new form of being. They called that a Drakhornell. So when you look at Drakhornells and your spell, in particular your question pinpointed towards Azadeth, Asticia tells you he is much... It's very clear he's not a dragon per se, and he's not going to turn into a dragon. He is a Dracornell. He will ascend to dragonhood at some point because he has a great power resting inside of him.
Well, I see. And by reading this, they're definitely different. One's a beast and one's just an elf.
Exactly, but there is one concerning factor to this. All Dracornels are incredibly powerful beings. One, because of their bloodline, but two, because of the magic that they have inside of them. Your friend here, I do not know his patron well, but he was upon the world when I was still, well, I wasn't worshipped as I am now by you. This was much later than the Naga event, but
I spit on the ground when she says Naga.
yes. His patron, before he ascended, he was a Dracornell, and his history is very, dare I say, veiled. Not much is known about him. He is a beloved figure, but no one knows much about his comings and goings and what he did. We only know through basic history that he guarded a tower in Ifith. This tower, again, is closely guarded. The secrets of what is inside of it we do not know. But if his patron is this man, and he has a good relationship with him, I would be paying attention to what he studies. He may be a Dracornell, and he may be good at helping you now, but every good magic user can be swayed to the dark by its power.
It's funny you mentioned that because we actually have one of those books to summon the big bad guy, and he read a little bit of it, and that's when he started changing even more. And now he keeps asking about it, like, oh, Harvey, or oh, sorry, wrong person. That's my other friend. Bass. He has it in his magic bag, and Azdeath just keeps asking about it. So I wonder if maybe that's what you're meaning. He's craving more power.
I'm not a mind reader, but if this book is something bad and he is changing from it, I would be concerned if he would use that power in a way that is not right. If his mind seems right now and he's harnessing the power for good, just keep a close eye on him. But I have no reason, and I don't think, as should you, to worry about what he may do or if he's a possible enemy of yours. I think you should fight by his side and trust him nonetheless, but keep an eye on him.
Okay. Oh,
The powers you fight with, and as I said before when you were doing your trial, that was a test. But the test you are about to embark upon will truly test your minds and your spirits like you've never been tested before. So make sure you keep a close eye on him.
Definitely will. Thank you so much.
But in a friendly way, help him. If he wants this book and he yearns for it, give him something else to look at.
Oh, I can do that. Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you. And I'll go back up to the boat and sleep on my rope.
Yeah, but quickly.
Yeah.
And
try to fuck.
Out of your hands.
I walk into Azadeth's room half naked.
I was told to
I gotta show you some.
And I brought an octopus with me.
Oh wow.
Heard there's a little dragon boy in here.
All right. Everybody else is in their rooms resting, I assume.
Sure am attempting to.
All right. Now, Zithra, most of the night, you do have.
Don't you fucking dare. Don't.
Most of the night, you do have dreams and nightmares of what Vragorath told you, or at least this image of Vragorath told you. It's much of the same dreams and visions as you have been having. Nothing has changed very much. It's just now that he has been here and he's just confirmed it. The nightmares are a little bit more, they sting a little bit more, knowing that there is truth to what he is saying. In these dreams, you see hordes of your people sprinting back towards the village, and behind them, one by one, these little imps and these large abominations. These imps are picking these people up, children, elderly, and taking them up in the air. And you see abominations taking out whole swaths of people with one swipe. As they fall to the ground, they are then crushed by these stampeding large creatures with this dark look, these large hound-like mouths. Some of them with 2 or 3 heads, some of them with like 6, 7 legs. Just stitched together amalgamation creatures that just trample your people and torture them. But you do see in the vision that some people, a small number, but not nearly the same as was running at the beginning, make it to this little village where there is barricades, these makeshift walls set up.
Can do I recognize that village?
You do. It's you're not real super familiar with it, but it's just a small village close to your hometown. Maybe a 2 to 3 hour travel. You never really went there for much. It was more of a fishing market. And it was just made for basic trade. Your family would go up there here and there to do a couple trades, gather some supplies, and they would go back home. It wasn't like a big trade city. It's a very small village. But it seems to be where everybody is running to, and it is well defended. The one thing that you do see is it's behind it is this large set of mountains. The village itself is rested at the bottom of mountains. So the only way to it is from the front. So it makes it naturally a decent place to defend from, because there's only one way the enemy can get to them.
I will just say, like, any chance that I get, I will probably be studying that picture of him, just so that I know
Yeah.
to recognize him as soon as I see him.
Yeah. And I'll pull a picture up here. You continue to see that picture. I don't know if you guys are seeing that or not, but yeah, you're continuing to see this picture of this creature. I mean, just absolute abomination.
Nation.
All right. Everybody else gets a long rest though, and you guys had already did your level from the last one, so we're good. No level needed. What are we doing? You folks wake up, and were you guys already kind of heading in that direction, or did you anchor for the night?
I think we were just saying. Well, I don't remember if the time before we anchored, but
Yeah,
I think we were going to anchor.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You guys just anchored.
Crack ass at dawn, get going though.
Okay.
We ain't got time to fuck around.
Let me pull you guys up on the other map so you have a general idea where you're at right now. So. No, wrong map. I'm sorry. Maybe that is the right
Wrong
map.
one.
No, that's the right one. If you zoom out. So, you guys are...
Oh, we're just right there, yeah.
You guys are right here. There's a little green crappy circle I drew.
Yep.
That is where you guys are. Now, sea travel from here up past Castelor is very simple. You would all know this. It's not like the waves are bad here. Like there's not bad weather. There is a large ancient wizard's tower that rests north of Castelor. Once you breach that spot, it has been known that that area of the Wandering Expanse is incredibly tumultuous. That whirlpool that is in that picture there, the cartographers, when they painted these maps, They painted a whirlpool there because the waves, the currents in this area changed so often. It felt as if your ship was in a constant whirlpool. Adding on to that, this region is very cold, as you guys have already experienced early on when you went and saw Frostfang. But this area is very cold. It's known to have large blizzards that come through and toss and turn ships. So travel past that tower to Kentigern Keep could take you guys as much as a week. I'd like to split it up into 2 3.5 day travel. So we'll have 2 full. Basically, you guys are going to travel for 2 days, but it's really a week. But I need to know what you guys are doing for the first 3.5 days. Who's driving the boat?
Lonnie.
Long
And
leg legs.
Lonnie.
Probably
Okay.
the help of Sadius.
Okay.
I'll be driving the boat.
So
He was
you
driving
guys,
last time, so.
good. You guys. So with you helping, you guys will make advantage on your checks. And then, is anybody going to be doing anything in particular in that first 3.5 days? Pretty open season here. There's not much out here. Now, you guys have heard from rumors, not only from Frostfang, but from Lonnie himself, that this area right now, given the climate, not the actual weather climate, but the climate of politics and the pirate situation currently, the Frosted Islands, which are just east of Kentigern Keep, maybe 2 to 3 days travel, is now fully under the control of pirates, and everything south of there is under the control of pirates. The Leonian elves, alongside the Shianoris elves, lost in this battle against the pirates. So now this is kind of open season out here for pirates.
I'll
Yeah, I know
definitely be the lookout as much as I can at the top. Off
Okay.
and on. That's
Yeah.
going to be where I spend most of my time.
Yeah, I'll like to. I got something I want to try. Is I have 4 of those items that make the sticky shields. I want to see how much of those I can since there are a lot of pirates. I'll let people know is put on the rails. If people try to board us, maybe they'll get stuck when they try to board.
Okay, that's really okay. Yeah,
I got enough to make 4, so however much that would cover,
Now the
I'll put it in
sticky-
certain areas.
Now we're talking
and
about the
then-
sticky shield, which was the material that, or was it literally?
Yeah, when
the
you get
shield?
hit,
Yeah,
you get hit with it. You put it on your shield,
yeah,
and they get hit, and if they fail, their weapon gets stuck on my shield.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
want to put it on
So
there.
instead of coating
maybe-
it, you want to coat the sides, basically, in the ship,
They're railing.
the railings. Okay, yeah, very
as much as
easily.
possible.
So I mean,
One
that's
day.
not going to take you long. That's going to be about a day. You know, kind of
Yeah, I'll
finding a
go
decent,
around. Tell everybody what I'm doing. Just
finding a decent way to get it off there, and not have it stick to your material and actually paste it down without having any issue was kind of you kind of had to fiddle with it for the first hour, but you finally found a really good system, and you got into a flow. And you do warn everybody that if they touch
Good
the
chance.
side of the ships, there's a good chance it's taking your plate, your armor, your glove, or
it's going to get stuck to it.
It's gonna take off.
I'm gonna be helping Lonnie, of course,
Yep.
but also I want to be going in the water, and I'm gonna check the currents to see how they're changing, because
Yeah.
I'm gonna be very familiar with how the ocean moves.
Yeah.
So if we start to get into bad weather or something, maybe have an inclination of, hey, this is gonna start getting bad.
Yeah.
So just doing that type of stuff. And then around dinner time, I'm going to cook for everybody.
Okay.
Or
Great.
let's do lunchtime, actually.
Okay. Greg, Zithra, you guys doing anything?
I'd probably just be looking out, to be honest.
Okay. Azadeth.
Fishing and looking out for enemies.
Okay. Zithra, are you doing anything in particular?
I'm going to be vigorously studying that picture.
Okay. All right. You're deep in the eyes of Ray.
Do we
Guar.
already have cold clothes still from last time? Or do we just say we kept those? 'Cause
I
we
believe
did
so. Yeah. I
remember-
mean, you guys have bag of holding forever, so you probably just threw them
Yeah.
in there.
Make sure, you know.
I did have. I wrote a message there last time, so I didn't forget about. You have 2 vials of poison ray that do
Uh-huh.
damage. Just wanted to remind you in game. It's 7d6 poison. So if you want to write that down somewhere. It's a DC 14 save, but if they fail, it's 7d6 extra to your weapon.
Very potent weapon poison. Azadeth art. Is Azadeth doing anything in particular?
Oh, I thought like I'll be up and down the crow's nest.
okay. I was just sitting on the edge of my seat waiting for you to say something about a book.
No.
Okay. All right.
So I'm trying to kind of keep my mind busy, you know, up in the
I
crow's
got you.
nest.
Okay.
I'll probably fling some arrows every once in a while. Keep my
Yeah.
aim true.
I do have a question for Bass. I'll go up to him.
Hey, Bass, I got a question for you.
I don't know how to drive a boat.
No, I know how to drive a boat. That's okay.
Oh,
Do you have any gems in the bag of holding?
ugh.
I
Yeah,
don't.
one second.
I can't
One
remember.
second.
We've seen so much treasure that I can't remember if we've gotten any gems.
I do not have any wrote down. I
Shoot.
could have missed it.
I don't have any either.
One point
I
I
try-
had a bunch. I did.
I have the diamond you gave me for a resurrection, but that's it.
Yeah, I took one for Revivify.
You've seen me use a gilded skull whenever I do a summon, which is just a skull with a ton of gems,
Gems in it?
embroidered into it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Azadeth might have some on that skull that he uses, but he uses that kind of as like a focus, so I don't know if he could take anything off.
Probably not. I can go ask
Maybe
though.
he could have
Yeah.
put just way too many on there to be ostentatious or something.
That's true. That's a good idea. I'll go ask him. Where's he at?
I just look up
Go
there.
up there. Okay.
I'll climb up there.
Hey, Azadeth.
Hey,
Hey, you the skull that you use for some spells and stuff. Sometimes it has gems in it, right?
yeah. I'll kind of pull it out, and it's just like, just
Do you
completely
need the gems?
Yeah,
for
I
that?
gotta. I think they use they use this as some kind of material focus. I think the price is what matters. I don't know if I need all of them. Do you know how many gems you need?
Oh, like 1,000 gold worth.
It's kind of close to what this is. I do know. I think I did throw some emeralds and diamonds into the bag of holding. I have it wrote down, and I threw 2 diamonds and 3 emeralds in there at one point.
Okay, well, I'll go ask Bass then. And see if he knows.
Found a couple
Back in
emeralds and a
July
couple-
23rd of 2023.
Hey, Bass! He said you're blind!
Crazy.
Well, I think
Well,
those
you gotta think
diamonds
about it
we
before you
took
put your hand in
out.
there.
I think
The 2
those,
diamonds we definitely did, because I have one of them.
yeah. There's a few
Well-
emeralds in here, but that ain't 1,000 gold worth.
Oh, no, that's probably not. Well, okay, I'll do some treasure hunting while we're on the sea and see if we'll
I'll
find
keep
any.
an eye out for them.
Okay, thanks.
I'm gonna once a day. I'm gonna dive down to the bottom of the sea,
The bottom
And
of the
if-
sea?
see if I see a shipwreck.
3,000 feet.
Bottom of the sea is really far down.
How far down are we talking? I can go
Well, some
90
places
feet.
gotta be
90 feet.
Some people are shallow.
You're
We're
in,
in the
the,
middle, though.
you're in the middle of the ocean, so if you can think of how deep the ocean is, just Google that. I don't. That is one of the things.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
different
think-
everywhere. It's up to the DM.
I don't think that's something I put in my book, but I had it on ready to go.
35,000 feet, alright.
Is that the average depth?
No.
You
What's
guys
the
have any spells that help you sense anything? Maybe there's
36
some islands with some hidden treasure.
3,600 feet?
Okay, so yeah, so 3,600 feet, and you go 90
That's
feet
far.
a turn.
That far.
That would be 90 feet. What, every 6 seconds?
I'll go take you a while.
So let's do a calculator real quick. Let's just do it for the fun of it. Let's say the average is 3,600, and you move. What
The
is
robe
what is a turn?
Had a bunch of
3
gold on it,
seconds?
but no.
I think it turns 3 seconds. Or no, 10 seconds. Yeah,
It's 6 seconds.
6 seconds.
6 seconds.
So let's just divide it by your speed underwater.
It'd be 90. Because I'd use the boots.
Yeah. So it'd be about 45 turns worth. So
Hours.
45 times.
I mean, that's only 270 minutes or seconds. 270 seconds.
It'd be
Did I do that right?
It'd be
That's
One advantage to the time.
yeah. You move quick. It'd be about 3.5 minutes. That's crazy.
that's nothing. So
Yeah,
I'll be
you're-
diving down to the bottom of the
You're
ocean.
a full-on whale at that point, like how fast you move.
I mean, I'm fast as fuck. What can I say?
Okay. Yeah, and you wouldn't
So-
have to worry worried about out the going deep and stuff. You're a water creature, so
Yeah.
Yeah, easy enough. Okay, we can do
I'm
that.
gonna see if there's a shipwreck. If there's not, then I'll just come right back up, basically, type of thing.
Okay. Yeah.
I know it's gonna be very, very rare, but
Great.
Is that Greg?
That's cooking pies.
Okay. So I will say
oh, this
this:
is Derek Jeter. Is he not on our boat?
you're cooking
I
lunch,
love
right?
his white arms.
You cooking
Yeah.
lunch, JD? You said.
Yeah, I'm gonna cook lunch.
You color your arms.
I got a whole bunch of fish and stuff.
Yeah, you guys are very
Clams.
close to getting to the old Wizard's Tower, and I will tell you guys this: it is huge. So as you guys are coming up on the eastern side of this peninsula, north of Castelor, you begin to see this probably 200 to 300 foot tall Wizard's Tower, and it's pure fantasy. Imagine a fantasy Wizard's Tower, but you see crumbling, large spots of brick missing, exposing the internal parts of it, with a winding staircase, and it's got this old blue kind of what do they call it, canopy styled roof on top, and you're probably about 3 hours from there, but you can easily see it. But it is lunchtime right now.
I've got a little
Is there
feast out for everybody.
is there a place on the ship that we have to like, I don't know, practicing our, I don't know,
What do you want to practice? Your crap talk
Like-
or?
gym areas?
Oh
Like
yeah,
a
you
workout,
got an open
sparring.
area downstairs. You have your storage facility is not really full because you guys don't use that ship for that purpose. So there is some privacy there and it's very open.
You'd probably see Zithra trying to set up some sort of like, not an obstacle course, but a training facility.
Okay.
And she is just going to be preparing to like fuck shit up. She's pissed.
Okay.
Done.
Yeah, you guys see if you guys ever go down there, you do see that she's got like a trio of barrels set up at the very end, and she has taken this crude old board and kind of nailed it on there and used some spare paint that was back there in red and drawn a target that she is throwing her knives into. And on the side, you do see these heavy blocks that she has crudely made them into like these weightlifting blocks. And there's an open area to the side where you can kind of do push-ups and all that good stuff. But you guys, when you see her down there, she's just going full-blown gym maniac mode. Oh, okay.
And that's also why I'm gonna make lunch every day. I'm preparing for that. Like,
Okay. So for lunchtime, as you guys are all doing your thing, Zithra, you're very active at this point. You're working up a sweat. Azleth, you're on the crow's nest working around. Baz, you're kind of doing the same. You're still applying some of your stickiness. And Greg, you're making them pies, baby. You guys do, as you're in there making them pies, you see that Sadius is furiously working next to you, cutting fish, and he's got this big cauldron out, and he's throwing everything into making this beautiful stew. And you've never seen anything like it. You didn't think Sadius had this in him. He's pinching off. You guys got these barrels with. Look, you didn't think they had anything in it, but you crack them open. It's got some old supplies in there, and he's crumbling up some herbs and sprinkling in there, and you all begin to smell this incredible stew down from below deck.
Now, is that dinner time?
Is
Quiet
dinner
down.
ready?
it's
It's
lunch.
good up here.
It's lunch. And I'm gonna summon Swishy, and he's gonna go around and get everybody.
Okay. Yeah, you guys. Each one of you say that you see Swishy is kind of pointing you around with this long swordfish nose.
I'll jump from the crow's necks and whip out my wings to help
Oh, I thought you were gonna whip out
guide my
my
way
mouth.
down.
Nice.
Grab me nail.
Okay.
Becoming quite the sailor.
guys walk into a scene where you see Sadius using his arms. He's less so cooking and more so casting a spell in this cauldron. And you see that there's just these bubbles that are popping in there, but you see this steam coming off of this cauldron, and the smell is incredible. And you also see Greg next to him with this large white apron, just
good.
randomly making some pies.
I'm also gonna have my conjured elemental out, and he's gonna be helping me cut stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
So he's there in a little wardrobe outfit too, and I'll be yelling at him. No, you're cutting it too big. I told you, it's gotta be smaller. You okay over there, Greg?
Yeah.
You got your basil cut?
You think they're gonna like these raw heart pies?
Probably not. No, they probably need cooked. You didn't put those in the oven?
What do you mean?
You gotta cook them, Greg. We're not all orcs. I mean, humans out here, you know.
But I don't get it.
Just leave one raw for you. Cook the rest.
You can't tell
Cook
that
'em.
there's a smell to them right now either. How powerful the smell is from this cauldron, you think those pies smell pretty good. You all, like
There you
I
go.
said, come into this scene and you see that Sadius' water elemental goes and gathers a bunch of bowls. He begins to fill these bowls with this soup as he puts them all on the table for you guys to begin eating. Look at them pies. Those are good looking pies. And the water elemental then goes as well and grabs these pies. Go ahead and just give me a general. Give me a D20 roll. Just a straight D20 roll, Craig.
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry, my soup.
You're gonna eat that?
Oh yeah, the soup
18.
looks delicious.
Oh, the soup. Okay.
8.
It's 8.
Oh, it's 8. Okay.
Pies.
Never mind. You guys see the soups look amazing, smell amazing. You did not know Sadius had it in them. As you guys are consuming this soup, man, is it good. Is there any effect to that, Sadius?
No, because I'm not doing it right now, per se. I'm
Gotcha.
just preparing. I'm just practicing,
Practice.
making sure it's, yeah.
Yeah.
What is this soup?
Oh, it's got a whole bunch of different ingredients in it. Do you want me to list them all off?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so
No.
it's got some swordfish in there. That's it really helps your protein. It's got some crab legs,
I thought
some
it
crab
said
eyes,
tasted crab.
some crab brain. Use every part of the crab besides the shell. The shell is
Good.
in the pie, actually. Greg took that. He wasn't supposed to. The salmon, it's got a little bit of salmon in there. We had some down in the hole, so I went ahead and took that as well. I got a shark earlier today, too, so I put some shark fin in there. Yeah, got a little bit of everything. Oh, clams, oysters, and one starfish.
What do you call this?
I call it the Swishy Special.
Oh, I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, just the
Fine.
Swishy Special. Yep.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
it's pretty
good.
good.
Glad you
The broth, really good.
Oh,
I'm gonna
I was thinking he's gonna
stealthily-
call it the seafood rumble.
Everything.
I
but-
thought he was gonna call it like the Dragon Rider special, so I'm really glad it wasn't that
Nope.
because it'd be fucking dumb.
I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna stealthily tell everybody, I wouldn't eat the pie. I didn't make it.
I will say the soup is very good, but all of you guys, when you're tasting it, if there's any critique on it of anything, this one, it's a little heavily salted. And
Well, that's fine. We're going to do a lot of fighting and we're going to lose a lot of
yeah,
energy. We
and
need salt.
and it's very fishy. It's very fishy.
Oh,
Maybe-
yeah.
Maybe some
Extra-
ingredient
extra
to
fish.
turn that down a bit. But
Yeah.
you're just working on it for now. You're harnessing it.
Yep.
And now it's for the pie. You guys fill your stomachs with this really good soup. And as you've done so, the water elemental comes up and begins to cut the pie. And when he cuts this pie, the sound is
I mean, if it looks like what he put in Discord, and then he cuts it and blood goes everywhere.
the sound is a little rough.
Can I?
It sounds like muscly.
I
you're
am
cutting
stuffed. I am stuffed and I got a lot of work to do. I don't think I can eat.
You
What's
guys
this
should try
pie,
that
Greg?
pie.
I don't
I'm
think I
gonna be
can eat
cleaning
anymore.
dishes.
Oh,
What'd you call the pie, Greg? I
no,
heard
it's
yellow from down there.
It's a raw heart pie. I didn't think about. I don't know. I guess I
Even
need to
lie.
read the.
Greg, did you
guys-
I
cook
need
it?
to read the room. It's
Does your
Kelvath's
clan
heart.
eat? Does your clan eat raw hearts?
What?
Does your clan eat raw hearts?
I don't know. I've just always
I
had a
also-
taste for it. I remember my
I'm not
first deer
sure
kill. I had to
How I
eat the
feel about
heart,
eating
and
the
I liked
dragon
it.
heart. To be honest, I'm not sure how I
It's
feel.
Calvath's
If-
heart. It's huge.
If this was like, if this is part
All
of your, like, your
cases.
custom or something, you know, I might try it. But if you're just going off the whim here, I might have to pass.
Okay, I tried it. I
Well-
rolled Constitution.
Can
How
I-
well
Well,
it
it
is.
is. It is it's my first dragon kill, so I felt like, you know how like, you eat a heart
know.
your first deer kill.
No, I killed a lot of deer. Never ate one.
Well, you're supposed to eat some of the heart.
Oh, I cooked it. For sure. I never ate a
Well,
raw anything.
Well, I noticed the flavor's a little. It's more pungent
It
if
Yeah.
you do it raw.
it smells pungent.
Okay, maybe I can just throw. I'll take the heart off and we'll throw it in the oven a little bit. But we got to eat
I
Kelvath's heart.
tasted it before you guys said all that. So what do I taste,
like-
Greg?
Heart.
heart, raw Kelvath.
I'm gonna
the
taste
heart.
it raw and I'm gonna spit it back
I don't
up.
know. I kept seeing stuff on the right. It's like, where's these rolls
Wait.
at?
You're taking the heart out and then putting it in the oven?
Yeah, I'll just like pick the.
Yeah,
You'll see
yeah.
me like picking the chunks of heart and like
Oh.
larger pieces of heart.
You know, if you cook
You
a
can leave
heart
it
up,
in.
if you cook a heart up nice and good, I'll eat some heart. Animal heart's not bad.
Well, I still got like freaking 40 pounds of heart.
Hold on,
No.
time out 1 second though. Azneth, you got a lot of shit wrote down and stuff. How long ago was that? How long has his heart been sitting in his back?
Oh, it's been dry aged, dry aged. So really, it is
It's like,
safe.
it's like a jerky thing.
In your bag, dry age, you hang from the sun.
And you gotta
I-
smoke it.
I
You
know
gotta
I
smoke
grew
it to
up
keep the
hunting and
bugs
stuff in
gone.
the.
He
Yeah.
doesn't know anything. I told you to cook it and he didn't even cook it.
If this is just in your bag, man, I'm just gonna break it to you. It's raw.
Oh, it's
You
been
need to
in
throw
my
it
room
in the
as I
sea.
rip my curtain back. You guys see like big chunks of Kelvath heart meats hanging from above my bed. Like
That's only been like 1 day. We've only been on this 2 days.
That's
It's been-
gross.
It's been 3 days since Kelvath's kill.
I might not be bad.
3 days.
You could
yeah,
have
it's,
a piece.
it's
I'll try it.
perfect. All right.
Do you take a bite, Sadie? She said.
Yeah, I took a bite before they started saying all that. I thought he cooked it because I told him to. So
Go ahead and roll 3d6.
this motherfucker's gonna kill me.
Might be on the toilet for a couple hours.
Yeah,
11
it's fine.
days.
So you have 11 hours of food poisoning.
Motherfucker.
This food poisoning is unlike anything you've ever experienced before. You not only are you pooping and really spewing out one end, but you're literally coughing this black mucus like substance out of your mouth every so often, and it burns. It burns.
Yeah, later on, if he tells us that he's doing that, I will try to cast Lesser Restoration on him, which cures poison.
Well, you guys saw me take a
Yeah.
bite. Of it. There's a chunk missing.
Well, I
out of
mean,
the heart.
after you shit,
Oh,
puke,
okay.
you're gonna have to do that once. That's
I mean,
for sure.
I was gonna cast it on myself. I have it too.
Okay. That's
I'm
gonna
gonna
have
take the rest of it and throw it overboard to the fish.
Stealthily?
Just
or
the
you
pie, right? Just the pie, right?
Yes.
Oh well, that's fine. If it made him sick, yeah, all right. But I
Hey,
still
look-
got this over here as I
I
point
just
to my.
disappeared, and I'm in
my
the bathroom. You
pounds
guys
of
all
meat.
hear me right now.
he
Uh,
kind of-
Middle of the
I told you to fucking cook it.
well,
I'll go throw like another big old 10-pound fucking heart rump roast in the oven and just let it kind of slow cook all day.
Okay.
This is what I get for trusting an orc to cook.
Hey, you take that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna. spin it.
He goes
I'll
red.
take all the shit.
I'm gonna look around the kitchen here for any type of vials and stuff or cooking utensils that I might be able to mix some potions up with. My next 3 days, I got a plan.
Yeah, you easily find a couple wooden spoons that flipped around. You can use that end to stick it in the vial and stir it around. You only find like two vials, and one of them's really not even a vial.
I use pots. I use pots.
Yeah.
I need mainly.
Okay, yeah, there's definitely pots. You do find
Okay.
one empty vial, and another one's kind of a circular vial, shorter nose, shorter little neck on it. It's a little bit harder to use, but
Okay. I got some vials in my thing, my person as well.
okay. Between the food poisoning and you guys getting a good lunch in, you guys eventually, by the end of the evening, make it to this tower, the Wizard Tower. You now see before you, in the distance, it's impossible not to see, this almost blanket of white. It's just, it looks like a wall of white. Holy cow, that's disgusting. Move, dog. Oh.
Blaming your farts on the dog.
Shit your
like a-
pants. You
like
shit
a-
your pants,
it-
Beach.
It's like
We know. You're not hiding anything.
It's just payback. It's just
You
payback
just told us
earlier.
an hour ago you
Yeah,
shit your
yeah,
pants.
yeah, it could be that. Maybe it's just starting to kick in. You see a wall of white, and it's obscuring anything from that point. Usually you'd be able to see mountains, but you guys know there is a storm ahead of you. And Sadius, you can feel this, the way the water's moving. It is pulling you almost into this area, pulling you north. You guys have a choice to make. Do you anchor now, or do you continue to just let the boat travel throughout night, taking shifts with Lonnie?
Hey, Lonnie, you do this more than us.
Feeling a
Yeah,
storm coming.
I gotta get his.
You guys
least
make the
opinion.
call. I honestly don't know.
I did have a question, Lonnie. If we go closer to the coast, it'll probably add some time on, right?
Oh,
but-
yeah, that would add a lot of time.
Would it be
on.
safer?
Well, yes, presumably, yes.
How much time do you think it would add on?
Another
Okay.
5 days, probably.
What if I sped us up with my spells?
I wouldn't speed up anything.
Okay.
This water, we're going to be going quick enough. If you add anything else to it, we may just go right into the side of the woods. You might hit shoreline. The shore would be a good option, but you would add a substantial amount of time to it, and I'm unfamiliar with the shores here. I tend to brave this the few times I've done it. I've went through the middle down into the stream that leads south of Vulcan. I've never went as far north as Kindergarten, but
I mean, I guess I do have a lot of spells I could cast to help with, like, the water if it becomes unsettling and stuff. But,
well, if you look there, it looks like it's going to be unsettling.
well, that's what I'm talking about. Maybe we should maybe
Wait for day at least.
wait for day and then go?
And it
Or
might
does it
calm
matter?
down, but I don't know. More than likely, the north is always a cold, frosty, stormy area. There's not much time where there's not much time where there's not a storm. But I mean, we could.
Well, hell, you might as well just go, right?
If I have someone
I mean-
rotate with me, that'd be great. At some point, I.
Daddy's been learning. He can rotate with you, I'm sure.
Okay.
Right, Sadius?
Yeah, that's fine.
I
Plus,
just
confident
need to
in that?
sleep at
the,
some
the,
point.
the big thing is, if I'm using spells during the day, I'm gonna have to get some rest in.
I can make the water move around like you can. A
Oh,
little bit.
okay. Oh, you can make the water move?
Yeah. I've been learning.
You've been hiding that from me.
Well, I've been watching you.
Oh,
I talked to Ursil a little bit, prayed on her a little bit, and she showed me some ways.
well, that's awesome. Okay, yeah. Well, you can do that. Yeah.
I-
Maybe.
I could go rest now. I'm sorry to interrupt. I could go.
Are you
sleep now.
tired, Lonnie?
Well, yeah, a little bit, but I also honestly want to eat some pie.
I wouldn't eat it.
Oh, there's no pie left. We ate it all.
Ah,
You should go Luke in the bathroom.
There's
What
not
happened with
soup.
my pie?
I'll
Soup's
eat some
good.
soup. I'll eat
There's
some
some nice soup down there. I even made you some crab bread.
All right. If I go to sleep now, I could wake up presumably around. He starts looking at the sky. Full moon tonight, I believe. I could, at the moon's full facing, I could wake up. I could take it the rest of the way.
Okay, and if you have any problems when you wake up, then you just need to wake Bass up. We'll just do that, okay? And then on my shift, I can have all my spells.
That'll work. That should
Okay,
probably knock a day off our trip if we do it this way.
sounds good.
I hope you're confident.
Oh, I've learned from the best, Sonny, and I wink at him.
All right. And you see he just turns, and as he's walking away, you just hear click, click, as his peg legs hit the top of the ship, walking. He does start going down the railings, and he about to put his hand out. Oh, yeah, don't touch that. It has to go down by himself, not holding the railings. He's going real slow with that peg leg, trying to get some good movement. But he does get down, and you hear him whistle real quick, and you hear the dog's little feet as it runs across the deck of the ship with the capuchin monkey on its back, and it jumps up and he grabs it in his arm, starts walking off, and he's going to his room for the night.
Well, if it's nighttime, I'm going to go to bed too. Anybody want to stay with that, with Sadius? Or at least
I could stay for a few hours.
for a little bit?
I'll
Or
be up in the crow's nest, Sadius. I'll climb up there.
Sounds good.
All right.
I got an idea. Maybe before here we go to bed. I got a lamp on me.
Yeah.
Could I, with my artificer tools, maybe with the help of Azadeth here, I want to turn my lamp into a bullseye lantern and put
We
it on
have
the
a
front of the
patch on
ship.
your
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh,
bullseye
shit.
lantern patch.
We
on
do have a
your-
bullseye lantern patch.
I forgot.
We
about
do.
those patches. You guys could really.
I think that's a
Yeah.
good idea. You think we should put that on the front of the boat? That gives us city
Yeah, I like that.
headlamp.
That's good.
I don't know who has that. I don't even know if anybody wears that. I think we just pull it out and rip it off.
You just
Pull it
pull it
out,
out.
I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So
get
yeah,
you
we'll
while
work
you're
out
doing
we'll put that. We'll fashion that to the front then.
it. That'd be
I got a
Okay.
question.
I'll
What
mark
happens
it
if
off.
I cast... Oh, wait, you can't. I was going to say, can I cast light on the ship? But you can't.
I was gonna cast light on the bullseye lantern
Yeah,
and see if it like amplified the bullseye lantern.
because I have light.
It doesn't say it does, but I feel like it could. You could put one on the side or something, hang
Yeah.
something over just so you have something. It only
I'll
lasts,
crawl
ten.
out there and
or lasts only an hour.
I mean, you can just keep recasting it, though.
Yeah.
It's just a cantrip.
Dithra.
What?
I know you've been down there working a lot, on your fitness. I got a couple things I need to try tomorrow, maybe the next couple days. And I need
Fitness
someone with
day.
a steady hand. Would you think you'd be able to assist me? Take your mind off things a little bit.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
the what?
Okay. No, he just left. Never mind. So this is gonna cut a day off you guys' travel doing it this way. So we're gonna do it's still two separate things. Now instead of 3.5, it'll be 2 3-day periods.
The second of the
Oh my
3-day
God, why are you
periods.
eating the cheese stick like that?
That's how you eat them. We're not children.
Oh,
No.
No,
I
that's
must be a child. I must be a
gross.
child then.
You just eat.
Yeah, that's disgusting. Why are you
alternate.
eating it
I
like
take a big
that?
Yeah,
bite. Sometimes I peel one off. It's
yeah.
just, I
Yep,
feel.
that's what I do too.
I eat it in 2 bites. I'm a monster. I'm an animal. Okay, I can't.
Yeah, I always got this.
It's what
It
it
doesn't
is.
taste the same.
Whole pack of cheese I'm about to slam into.
I drink beer and way too many short of drinks. I just eat everything and drink everything way too fast.
Not
Alright.
a sponsor.
Harry's
Not
taste buds
sponsor.
are duller than most human beings.
Yeah, so you just eat it. Fuck it. He's
All
right.
Ooh, what's that?
What is in that?
That's some nice crunch cone.
That's a scrunch cone.
Those are maggots.
Nope, it's crunch.
That's something Greg would
Crunch?
try to feed us.
All right,
Crunch?
Thaddeus,
What's this crunch? Oh, it's dried maggots.
It's rolled up.
That's protein.
you're gonna roll
Uh-huh.
2d20s. So you're gonna roll with advantage.
All right.
And before you say what the roll is, I was going to cast before I went to sleep enhance ability on him and give him like dexterity check advantage.
Okay,
I don't know if it's going to be dexterity check, but I was going to do that.
for the point of doing
It's only for
enhance-
1 hour, so like
Okay.
right when we start.
Let's say for the point of enhance ability, we'll just say it enhances whatever ability he needs.
I have I switched my level 6 spell to planar ally, by the way, as well.
Okay.
Okay, so two d20s.
2d20s, and you're gonna. What is your? It
Oh.
adds what to it?
My thing?
Yeah. What is it?
It's,
add?
you get advantage on those checks.
Oh, okay, so I just roll again?
Yeah. Roll again.
Oh, thank God. That's a little better.
Very good.
A little bit better.
Much better.
A little bit. Unless we
So-
don't want high.
I mean, that's
Then we're
literally
bad.
almost fucking perfect. That's crazy.
So
Yeah.
you start rolling. Start rolling. You start moving down from the actual wheel, and you start setting the sails as you kind of feel the wind, what way it's going, and you're in tune with the ocean. So as the boat moves, you kind of feel the flow better than most, and you're starting to feel that the boat is pulling rather slightly to the west. Slightly to the west, and it's very accelerated behind you. So the wind is kind of pushing you this way, towards towards the trees. You
Yep.
kind of auto-correct it. You kind of go with it, but you're using it almost like a Mario Kart speed path. You're kind of hitting it and not letting it take you completely, but you're kind of riding it out. With that roll, with a nat 22.
We actually play that at my kingdom, by the way.
There you go. For the 6 hours that you're piloting, it's perfectly fine, no issue at all. You make it a very good distance. You're confident you're on course. But again, it's a white mist in front of you that obscures anything from you. The little bullseye lamp is at least lighting up the area in front where you can kind of see the nose of your ship. You as well as Death and Crow's Nest. You can make a couple perception checks if you'd like. Just go ahead and roll 2 of them.
Oh, I have
Nice. Okay.
on clicked.
Sorry.
Oh, there it is.
You got that 20 on the second one.
So I could just bond before I go to sleep.
First one, you're looking around. You can't see anything. At this point, you're kind of just leaned back and you're relaxing. More so than watching. However, as you start looking down, it's been about 5 hours in the ship. You look down towards Thaddeus, and you can see that he's very attentive. He's got 2 hands on this thing, but you can see every once in a while his head begins to bob a little bit. So you're starting to pay a little bit more attention. That way you can call anything out. You do see in front of you everything very heavily obscured, but you do see probably maybe 200 feet in front of you. You start to visualize the storm much better than you did before. You're getting ready to go into a very, very hard storm. You're looking forward, and as you're really squinting and paying attention, you're seeing it looks like snow is just slamming down. And your ears like supersonic hearing. You're hearing it just hit the water, but you can hear that there's some kind of strong wind in front of you, which it's been behind you this entire time. There's wind in front of you coming your way, and you can kind of feel it and also see the snow coming down.
I'll actually just use message just in case it's too far away. Kind of fill in Thaddeus.
Okay.
Thaddeus, this is a severe ice cold storm coming in. Should we
Oh,
need
okay.
more people to get a hold of these sails, or what do we do in this situation?
How far out is it?
It's just dead ahead.
So do I have time for a nap?
Oh.
I'll go wake Lonnie up.
Yeah, see what we gotta do.
Okay. I'll go downstairs and I'll knock on Lonnie's cabin. Lonnie?
You guys hear that?
Yeah. Lonnie?
Hello.
Hello? Hey, we're gonna hit a storm. You wanna come up here?
Oh, yeah. I'm on my way. And you see, as you turn to walk away, he slams the door open. He's racing with his peg leg. And you see he's just wearing long johns and no shirt. And when he walks by you, you see a side of Lonnie you've never seen before. These long johns cover his legs all the way to the bottom. But you see with his shirt off, you see his body. His back is tattered. 3 large, distinct claw marks go from the top of the back of his neck all the way down to his hip, and they are deep, deep.
I'm gonna spank him on the butt and say, "Let's get to it, Nani."
I'm going.
I'm gonna cast resistance on him,
Okay.
and I'm not gonna ask about the scars. Every man has their scars.
You see him turn, and he goes, "Hey!" And you hear this little snorting noise of a pug. Goes right by you, and you see a capuchin monkey jump off the wall, off your shoulder, and land on Lonnie's shoulder.
You got him craned really well.
Those are my boys. Man, it's something rough up there. He gets up there real quick. By the time Lonnie's gotten up there, you guys now see, you see this for sure as that's up in the crow's nest. You are actually ducking down as this, it's like a full-on blizzard. It's just smacking in your face. You're getting just like incredible amounts of wind burn if you just sit there and stare.
That's such a good picture of Vaseline.
That's it.
Such a good picture, dude.
Yeah, he's a little younger than that, but.
He's getting,
Hush.
he's getting ready to this drop.
Cop. He's really leaned into Az's
Stop.
mustache.
As you guys get up there, who's up there now? Is it Sadius, Lonnie,
Yeah.
and Azadeth? Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't wake anybody up.
I'm gonna have everybody. If you want to hop down and help him, Gary, or Azadeth, you can.
Yeah.
Lonnie
It looks
does
like we
call
need help.
out. Oh, hold on one second. I got the door. That's awesome.
I don't want to do that yet. Lonnie, do you think we should wake everybody up?
I would. I don't know. Never mind.
They
I feel
probably
like if I
most
heard someone
likely,
yell, I would hear it.
they might get
None of us
woken
really
up.
yelled yet.
Yeah, they might get woken up if it gets too noisy anyway.
Well, Lonnie's. He said Lonnie screamed.
Yeah, then he walked away, so I don't know why he screamed.
Oh, Lonnie. Yeah.
I
Sorry.
don't even know what's going on, to be
you
honest.
see, Lonnie does scream out to you guys. Tadius, you take a sail. Azadeth, if you can hear me, you take another.
Yep. I'll
Okay.
get me on down and grab one.
I'd probably wake up and come up and try to help.
Yeah, this wakes you guys up because the ship itself
Yeah.
is swaying to the point where you guys are laying in your beds, you almost fall off.
Once I see them come up, I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna slap everybody on the butt, and I'm gonna give everybody
No.
water breathing.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I actually do. I slapped this right on the ass.
You could try.
Oh, I do.
They make sure you put him back in the case.
Good game, brothers.
Thanks.
I'll put a dagger to your throat and say, if you ever touch my ass again, I will slit you right open.
Okay, that's fine. How about we survive the storm first? Did you want water breathing or would you rather drown?
Fucking lucky. And I'll go back to doing my shit.
I smack him on the ass back.
So,
Oh,
I'm going to have everybody roll. Everybody. A d20, and I'll roll one myself for Lonnie.
Just a regular D20.
Yep.
oh God, Lonnie. They did just wake up.
Penny.
Oh, we're all over the place.
That's rough.
Wait, what do you mean?
We have 11, 24,
On.
39,
An average of 11.4.
49. 57. So,
No,
57.
no. It's worse than that.
Should be 57.
Well, I mean the average. Actually, we're 9.5 average.
So, as you guys are working these things, a couple of you guys are holding the sails. As you're trying to tilt the sails, it's pulling so hard you're almost getting pulled up out off the ground with it, and it's freezing here. You guys do begin to see the ship turning hard, pointing now in a completely different direction as it's almost done a 180. You see Lonnie on the other side cranking the wheel. You gotta hold the sails harder. We're gonna keep spinning if you don't hold. You guys, we're gonna make one more roll.
Do whatever he says. It's good on the first one, not on the second one.
Yeah, we swapped roles.
Yep.
Let's go, baby!
There we go.
Much
This is much
better
better.
Yeah. So with that one, you guys hear that? Greg kind of sticks his foot in. You hear Greg, you push down so hard to get a good grip, you feel one of the planks snap beneath your foot, but now you're kind of stuck in there. And you just grab a rope and hold tight. Azadeth and Sadius on the
Is
other
this a
ones doing the same, holding as hard as they can. And you guys straighten the sails out and you see Lonnie getting the wheel corrected. You guys tilt back around straight where you need to be going.
Lonnie, I'm gonna help us out. And I'm gonna go up to the crow's nest, and I'm gonna cast Control Water,
Okay?
and all the water around us starts to glow.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do like what we did last time, and I'm gonna create a Control Water path through this storm to keep us going in the direction we need to go.
Very good. Okay. Yeah, as you guys see, the storm is going on. Azadeth,
It's up to 10 minutes, but I'll just keep casting it if I need to.
Yeah, Azadeth, Greg, you guys are holding these sails. You hear the wood creaking. The wind is howling. As you look down beside you, because you're very close to the edge, you can see that there's this water now. It's calm. Just around the edge of the boat, it's calm and it's in a straight path. And you guys, as you're holding these sails super tight, you're actually now pulling the sails to you almost too hard. You quickly notice and you kind of let go of the rope a little bit. Now you guys are kind of in this pocket of calm as the water is kind of naturally taking you through the storm. And now you're actually getting a little boost of speed from the wind as you position the sails the correct way to catch the wind. Is that a leveled spell or what is that?
It is a leveled spell. It's level 3.
How many of those can you do?
I have 3 level 3s, and then I could upcast, so 3, 6. I could do 6 of them.
So you can do it for 60 minutes in an hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Then technically I could get one back
Oh,
for
yeah.
free too if I need to.
I'd say for a full hour for sure, you're doing that.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like the storm is calming, but getting closer to that hour, about 45-minute mark. As of that, you've kind of felt comfortable at this point to go up at the crow's nest a little bit, not to expose yourself fully to the wind, but you kind of duck down so you can get a good view. And you do see in front of you now the storm is beginning to calm. You're almost through it. You feel like you're almost through it. After the full hour of this, thanks to your control water and everyone's decent rolls in the second one, that would have been every 10 minutes that roll. But thanks to that control water spell, you guys see your way through the storm rather easily, and you've actually made up some time moving forward towards Kinniger. You finally, after an hour, come out of this pocket of storm.
Oh,
And when you do, it's still white in front of you, but the wind begins to slow down and becomes much less than what it was.
as soon as like my last spell finishes, I pass out in the crow's nest.
Okay. As that,
I just fall over.
What time is it?
it's late. This was. You were gonna wake him up at midnight, so it was about 11 o'clock when this happened. So it's a little after midnight now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, they did.
So I'd probably
swap-
just go back to bed.
Yeah, they did a swap around the evening time after dinner.
Yep.
Well,
I'm gonna check below deck
oh.
for damages though.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick Sadius up and bring him down.
Okay.
You just throw him overboard into the. You tie a rope around his waist and throw him overboard.
Yeah, that's where he wants to be.
True.
Track him.
You do hear Lonnie go, "Well, I'm up now. I'll take control of it, I guess. You all get some sleep, and I'll see you at breakfast in the morning."
Breakfast.
Will do, Lonnie.
Everybody does have water breathing for 24 hours, by the way.
There you go.
Nice.
So if the ship was to capsize.
So, in total distance, if you guys see the map, you guys made it to here.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
After
Nice.
night one.
Is that buried treasure right there?
No.
Oh,
Looks a spot.
that's what I was wondering. Yep.
I'm gonna start paddling. I'm gonna start I want to speed this up. I hate the ocean.
Huh. Paddling.
Or
You all wake up. Day 2 now. Here, as you guys kind of wake up to a calm sound up on the top of the deck. You do
Nope.
hear Lonnie doing a little sea shanty as you guys are up there. You hear the dog howling. You also hear the monkey up there making some noises.
dogs are barking.
Dogs are barking. Literally, Lonnie's dogs are barking because he's up there with just Long John's on.
Hey, Johnny.
How you doing, buddy?
Good morning. I'm sore. Gosh. Testing that many spells like that in a row just really did it to me.
Yeah, well, you saved our butt there. That was
Anything
a
I
rough
can do to
storm.
help? It was, dude. Pretty gnarly.
Those are the kind of storms that a ship goes missing afterwards.
Yes. Good thing we're not missing.
Weren't for your quick thinking, I don't know how much longer we may have made it.
Well, I guess we're lucky to have a good co-captain like me and a good captain like you.
Well, thank you, and thank you.
That's solid work, guys. Solid work.
I muted myself. I think if you'd like, I could make us some breakfast,
Yes, please.
and then you can go to bed.
Yes. Well, I'll stay up for a little bit longer, but yeah.
I'll go down and make breakfast then.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough. You make a good little breakfast to start the morning out. Beginning of day 2, is anybody going to do anything for this day? Do we have anything planned? I know, Baslin, you said some stuff with potions.
Yeah, I thought that first verse was 3 days, but it doesn't matter. The second day or the next
Yeah,
set of days.
this is gonna be kind of combining a 2 and 3 here.
Okay.
So,
So I asked, I'm going to pull Zithra away for a little bit. And what I want to do is probably going to take a few days. I'm going to use kitchen equipment and stuff. I'm going to experiment with my Arctic creeper plants
okay.
and my moonlight lily plant.
Moonlight Lily. Okay.
Okay. And I would like to try, and I know what they make. So I'm going to look around. I might need some acids and some bases. So I needed some like lemon juice if I could find any lemons, or maybe some vinegar.
You can find that pretty easily. Lemon and those.
So yeah, I want 2 days. I want Arctic creepers used to make poisons.
Yep. Toxin. Make a toxin. That's cold and necrotic damage.
Yeah, so I want to try to do something with that. And Moonlight Lily, I know can make potions of speed.
That is correct.
It's the rare one. So those two, and I'm gonna grab Zithra because I know she's dexterous and has a steady hand, and maybe she'll find an interest in this and take her mind off of her homeland
Okay. Very well.
for a couple days.
Yeah. You willing to help him with that, Zetra?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything for the next 2 days? This is gonna get us to the halfway point.
Just do my 1 dive a day. That's about it.
No,
As death, not in the reading.
no, I got no itches. Just keep me pretty
Okay,
busy.
okay,
The
all right.
water and
All right.
staying, especially the
Doing any
looking out-
reading or?
Doing. Hey, let that bookworm eat. or what? In that case, so I need. Let's make wisdom modifier. Let's do some wisdom checks for you, Baslin.
Okay.
Kind of takes
I
a
will
while.
for sure put guidance on myself as I do this.
Sure, and you're gonna do it with advantage since you have help.
Okay. You know what? I'll go ahead and just bond us two together.
That works, and we're gonna roll. We're gonna roll 2 separate times. One for one day, as like a grouping.
Just
and
straight
one-
wisdom or wisdom save or what?
Let's do wisdom saves
Okay, with advantage.
with advantage. With her dexterous hands, her steadiness, and your knowledge on herbs.
20 on the
Okay.
first
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
21.
Very well. So day one, you guys have you spent that whole day really dissecting the Arctic creeper plant and getting it mashed down and really getting that plant to a good dissolved like state. Day two, you started to really move the concoction from a mortar and pestle or the little makeshift bowl that you're using it in to crush it, and you really put that all in the vial and began to really work it down. With Zithra's aid of her steady hand, your knowledge of these plants, you do fill up that vial with a full vial of Arctic creeper toxin. So
Arctic creeper toxin.
yes, toxin. What it is it's a like a poison.
Yeah.
The Arctic creeper plant itself it's a noxious weed in general. So it's a very noxious weed that grows in colder climates and is unique in the fact that it has very sharp thistles. But when these thistles, if you were to naturally grab one, instead of stinging with like a poison-like acidity, it feels as if almost you have like a frostbite. Puts your finger or your area where it's pricked very, very cold. It almost feels like you're grabbing a cold piece of metal. It's so cold it stings. So what it does is it's gonna be your standard poison, but it's actually gonna deal cold damage instead of poison damage.
Okay.
And it lasts for a minute. If they fail a con save,
What's the save?
it's a con save based on your modifier. So,
Based on mind.
Yeah. So what is your spell
Ooh.
save DC?
18.
So then that is so you save on that, and then the DC on this is actually a +2. So
Oh, so con save 20?
yeah, 20. Con save 20
Damn.
on this, and it's still considered poison damage. Nonetheless, what it
That's
is,
like cold poison.
it's cold poison.
Okay.
And this is going to add 2d8. 2d8.
2d8.
And you have a full vial of it, which a full vial, fully coating weapons in this, you can get, since she's dual wielding, if she does it, if anybody else, if you did 2 blades, you can get 4 coats. So it can
4
coat-
uses.
Yeah, 4 uses. So coat. It's got 4 uses in it.
Alright. I'll explain that to Zithra,
Yep.
what exactly it does, and I'll say, hey, this will help you take your anger out on some people when we find them. And I'll let her keep it.
Hell yeah.
I'll put it in the chat. It's right there.
You were also working on
Speed
Moonlight
potion.
Lily, correct? The speed potion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that one. Luckily, you guys had a very steady hand on. Go ahead and let's just make one wisdom check or saving throw with advantage.
Oh, I didn't. My last one didn't even add my modifier. It didn't add guidance or bond. So those would have been even more.
Yeah.
So it'd be this
Oh yeah.
27 plus 5. 32. Is that good? That one.
Yes. Very good. Now, what
That's
did you
wise
have,
enough for you.
Is that fine?
what did you have on your Moonlight Lily? What did it have yours written down as?
It's used in potions of speed or potions of flying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go the speed route.
Speed route. Okay. Knowing that you do have some spare left over, herbs, and you know that there is a counter to kind of specify the type of potion you want. You have to add some herbs in to maybe not give it the flying trait, much more the speed trait. And you're able to make a full vial of Quicksilver potion, what it's called.
Okay.
And this has 4 doses like the other. And on use, this will grant the user 30 extra movement speed. And it lasts an hour.
Okay, that's fucking ton of movement.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zithra. I think we made some good things here. I got a couple other things we'll try. We got a long trip though, but
Alright.
just don't want you to be worried all the time and down there just punching shit. So I was hoping maybe to calm your nerves a little bit with this.
I just need to be ready.
Do what?
I need to be ready when the time comes.
Yeah, I agree. You will be. We will be. We'll help you.
I'm just gonna go off and start punching shit again.
Okay, let me get cough trouble.
Yeah, shut up. I can't. Lonnie keeps coughing over here. I can't hear what you're saying, Zithra.
Fucking Lonnie.
Fucking ridiculous.
Damn it.
Got two other flowers in here. I kind of want to just mix and see what each does. That's my next thing. He said I have a little bit of that flying left, so I was going to try to mix flying with a potion of invisibility. See what he does. My next. See what he comes up with. Greg, you want to go 30 extra speed?
Oh, I could be zooming.
Don't need to give Sadius. He already goes 1,000 miles.
You could put another 30 on me.
Dude,
But I mean, I also, if someone else thinks that they would be much more helpful
know.
with that,
well, I mean, Zithra shoots a lot, so does, and then you're the only one that doesn't have range. So there's a lot of times, when you get into a room, you just run up there, but you can't.
that
get
is
there.
true. That is
So maybe
true.
before you open the door, for that boss door, that gray door,
Yeah. Okay.
do all your buffs before you go in, and you can do it 4 different
Actually,
times.
yeah, that actually sounds pretty good. Actually. Okay.
So I'll put it in the chat, but I'll give it to you.
Do.
It's right there.
Okay. Thank ya. Hold on, let me see if I can.
11, guys. Never forget.
Never forget.
Saw something. I don't know what country it was, but they were trying to make Americans mad. They were making 9/11 jokes. And someone's like, little do they know, Americans love 9/11 jokes. So this is not making anybody mad. I was like, that's so true.
Probably hard to joke about like stuff with Americans because we usually joke about it ourselves,
Yeah.
Golly, it's bad.
I gave Greg the speed potion, Quicksilver.
Okay. Yuck. Whatever that medicine was. Bad. Okay. So,
He gave me the speed potion, so now I can just basically run all around the continent.
I'll ask here to you guys, and when Gary gets to ask it. Anybody, we're going to start the second 3 days of this journey. You guys are currently here.
Yeah, we're heading towards the end. So I got a few other
Where?
flowers. I'm going to try to mix all 3 of them together and let the DM guide my hand.
Okay.
I don't want her help. I want everybody kind of away. I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. All right, let's do this. This will be fun.
Oh, we're testing your campaign, Harry.
Wait, can you?
Yeah.
Where
Oh,
are
what?
we at again?
We're on the second part, the third X there, if you see.
Oh,
About halfway, a little over,
oh.
a
Okay.
little under. I mean. So you said I have a little bit of the rare flower left that is flying, right?
The Moonlight Lily.
Yeah, you said.
Yep, just very
you said-
little.
okay.
Yeah.
So I want to try to sneak in the flying properties, whatever that would do.
Okay.
And I have two. I have a lavender sprig, which is toxin.
Yeah, and
Right.
you should have. I'll tell you should have lavender sprig, arrowroot, tail leaf, void root,
Well, I have wisp stalks.
and wisp stalks. I forgot about that. Yes.
Yeah, so I'm taking wisp stalks, which is a potion of invisibility, the lavender sprig, and the moonlight lily. Flying, toxin, and invisibility. However you want to do that, or if I fuck it up, or if I blow up, you know.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to mix those together.
Now, are you casting anything on yourself before you do this?
Do what?
Are you guidance?
I have. Yeah. Guidance.
The whole nine
Uh,
yards?
yeah. You know what? I'll probably. I'll just go ahead and call her back up. I might need some help.
Okay. All right.
I'll call Zithra back. Hey, Zithra, I got one more thing.
That's where when you get in there, he looks like a mad chemist here. In front of him, he has all the herbs laid out in front of him, like a big weed dealer. It's like that.
She's
line-
interested now.
It's like that line
Yeah.
from Grandma's Boy when he comes in and he looks at Dante as weed dealer and he goes, "What's up, dude? What can I get you?" He goes, "I want the Frankenstein. I want the I want
Yeah.
the I put it all in
Yeah.
one." That's
Yeah,
what he's
I got my full herbalism kit out on the table.
I don't even care at this point. I'm pumped. I'm like all about helping.
So we're going in at it
For what
again
it
with
does.
those
Yes.
3 different plants.
roll. We're gonna roll to save. Wisdom save, advantage.
Okay.
That's without your added stuff, right? Yeah. Okay. So
28.
28. Okay. Are you bonded on this one?
That's 2d4, so it's a bond and a
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
guidance.
28.
Only a 1.
You put this in. You start crushing it in your makeshift mortar and pestle, which is this pan. Kind of put it in there. Now you really start to swivel it, add a little bits of water, and you're getting some really steamy bubbles here. Popping. It's almost making a popping noise. You're kind of holding it back, but you're still getting it going. Go ahead and make me one more roll.
Hold on, Lizard. This might get a little dangerous. I'm gonna stir this one other way here. I was reading a book. I think you gotta do it this just the right angle here. Hold on. Just hold on real quick. 21. I think I got it. That's not bad. Hold on.
Not bad. 20 is what I'm looking for there to not make it explode. But
21.
so you get it going one way, and then you counterclockwise get the swirl going in the opposite direction, and you start to begin to see some of the bubbles popping and dissipating, and now you see that there's this almost tangy, almost smells like an orange aroma coming coming out of the neck of this vial. It almost looks like fog. There's a heavy, dense vapor that's coming off of this now. You kind of dip your finger in there, just give it a little bit of a taste. It's got a
Yeah, of
sharp
course.
bite to it. The first thing you notice when you take a sip of it, real tangy taste. But the moment you start to swallow, it burns.
Oh,
It burns.
a little bourbon.
Oh no.
For the standard
Oh, it's
person-
hot.
for the
It's hot.
for the
Lizard, it's
standard,
hot.
you would know this tastes like poison. But for the standard person, I mean, obviously they would be poisoned. You're immune to that as a dwarf.
Oh, I'm resistant.
Resistant, but yeah. Well, that still works. You know that there is poison. There's still a poison part of this potion that is still there. But you're very confident of what it does now after taking a taste, knowing what you crushed into it. So you added on this. It was flying.
A little bit of the flying, a little bit of straight poison toxin, and a
Yeah.
little bit of invisibility.
Okay, so here's what it does.
See what it does, boss.
Here's what you got.
Okay, what's it called?
This is. I'm gonna let you name it. This is an amalgamation here. You can name whatever you like.
All right, you tell me what it does, and I'll find a name.
This grants the user flying for 5 minutes.
Okay.
They are under the poison condition.
So you get poisoned.
You get poisoned. No, you taste this.
Okay.
You take an immediate 2d8 damage.
Poison.
Poison.
Okay.
After you've taken the damage, and you feel this ability, you feel weightless on your feet. Your body begins to shimmer with this vibrant kind of pearlescent color, and you are granted invisibility, not greater invisibility. You're granted invisibility for 5 minutes as well. So it's flying, invisibility, 2d8 damage to the user, and they're under the poison condition.
Okay.
Now the poison condition is going to last an hour.
Okay.
All right. Now, Azadeth, you were gone. Are you doing anything for the second 3 days? Like,
No.
not trying to break any locks or anything?
No.
Okay. Anybody else wanting to do anything for the second 3 days? We're gonna say for Baz that whole process you just did took you a day and a half.
Yeah, we're.
Yeah, if not 2 full days actually. Greg, are you doing anything for the next 3 days?
No, I mean honestly, I'm probably just looking out.
Okay. And Sadius, just still diving, looking for shipwrecks every once in a while?
Still diving, still going under.
Okay. We're going to get to day 5 here then. You guys get to right here. Go ahead and roll
Just
me
around the
a
riverbed.
1d100, Sadius.
Oh, I can do that right there. 25.
25. All
Not
right.
very good.
Not bad.
I don't know, maybe it's lower.
I don't know. That potion's called
1 in
Wyvern.
25.
That's
Okay,
true.
Harry?
Potion's called Wyvern Venom.
I like that. Yeah. Okay. You rolled a 25, correct?
Yeah.
You go down to this, as you're going down, and you're getting closer to the shore, so this one's not as far down as usual. You get to about the 1,500 foot mark. I mean, you've been going down for about a minute and a half. And as you're going, you've been so accustomed to not seeing anything down here because it's so obscured. But when you get down to here, you do see the remains of what looks like half of a large pirate vessel. And you see the cabin's quarters, the doors have been broke open. One's kind of hanging loose, the other one's completely missing. And you swim down and you go into the cabin's quarters, you see this long table. And you see a bunch of scattered crates and everything else around that are broken barrels. And you see a treasure chest in the back.
Oh,
It's a mimic.
it's my lucky day.
You do see that it's not locked. And just roll another 1d100.
Come on, baby, give me 69.
That's
Wow.
wild. That's crazy.
Somebody needs to record that.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's wild.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
All right, here's what you get. Actually, one more. Since you called
Oh.
that one on the dot, you get one more.
Okay, I don't even know. 33. Okay. I knew it would be lower.
All right.
Brilliant.
If I would have got that one too, probably would have shut my computer off and went to the casino. Right now.
Oh my gosh.
Give it to him.
Wow. Let's start from the top.
You're rolling on the table.
Yep.
Start from the top.
That's what you get. You give your rogue potion or boots speed.
You
Okay.
get your
Boost
hand
the
down.
speed on me
Sorry.
even more.
You open this crate or this chest, and you kind of got to pull because the water down here. But you open it up. When you look down, usually when you open a treasure chest, you see piles of gold.
Yeah.
This looks like some dude's personal wardrobe. It's just a bunch of weird stuff. It looks like there's this cigar box shaped box in there You see
Okay.
a hat, like a captain's hat. And you
Ooh.
also see, what was your first roll here? Oh, and you see this rusted old necklace, a locket necklace.
Okay.
Inside of there is what you see, like piles of just useless clothing.
Green
But those-
token.
Yeah.
Those 3 items you see, those kind of catch your eye. You reach down and you grab them. The locket, as you open it up, you grab it. It's rusted out. The chain's still actually pretty good, but the actual locket itself looks like it's a different metal. It's kind of rusty. And you open up the locket itself, and you see this promiscuous photo of this old woman
Okay.
with her top off.
Oh.
And on the side, on one side you see the picture, the other side it says, "To my secret lover."
Oh.
On the other one, on your roll of 69, you grab that box.
Oh, I figured that would be the 69. Okay.
No. You grab that box and you open up this box. It's got a little latch on it, like a cigar box. And you open it up. And when you open it up, first you think it's coins. And you grab your hand out and you grab one and you look at it. It looks like it's a personal collection of lucky buttons.
Of lucky buttons?
A bunch of buttons. Different shaped buttons, different color buttons, everything else. Then you
How many
grab
buttons are in there?
150, to be exact, 250.
250 buttons?
All unique.
Oh.
You close it up quickly because as you do open it, some of them start to float.
Oh.
The last one, you grab this hat. Oh man, is it a nice hat? It's a tricorn. Very good looking hat.
Ooh, I like a good
Perfect.
tricorn hat.
Yeah, good hat. Good hat.
Let me get you an image of this thing.
Give me that picture.
That's a good hat.
Sounds like it'd be a good crown for my throne.
Well, it's a hat.
I could make it into a crown.
It's a pretty dope hat.
That's a dope hat.
On top
That's
of
a
it,
captain's hat.
you can tell it from the style. This guy's collection of buttons, this locket, this captain's quarters. This guy was a character, and you can tell from the hat he has dangled old black pearls off of it. The top of
Yeah.
the hat
It was
looks like-
Captain Jack Sparrow,
it looks like
100%.
it's got like a little knickknack sewed to the front of it as well. When you grab it, however, there's an odd glow to this hat. An odd glow. It shimmers. And
Alright.
when you grab it, just first glance, you've held enough magical items. This thing seems magical in nature.
Okay. I'm gonna sort of spin it around in my fingers, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it on.
Okay.
Put it on, and I'll start swimming back up with all those items.
Yeah. You guys see that Cyrus has made his way to the front. He climbs up on the side of the board and gets up on top of the deck, and you see this spectacular pirate hat on him, and he has a little cigar box in his hand and a locket in his other hand as he's walking proudly
That's
across
right.
the top of the
That's
ship.
right. You guys always said I wouldn't find it. I found it. Best hat in the world.
You found some stuff. Congrats.
Yeah, I found a ship down at the bottom.
Nice.
I got these lucky buttons, and I'm gonna open it up. Yeah, those are mine. And I'm gonna shut it real quick. Found this locket of my future wife, and I'll open it so they can see it. Yeah, look at that, Zithra. Future wife right
Very
there.
Promiscuous.
Yes. Shut that.
And I'm your future mom.
Oh,
How does that work?
She's alluded to that several times.
He's explained it a couple times.
I don't know. I may still sink the ship. Anyway, moving on. And I got this hat. And Baz probably sees that it's slightly shimmering.
every time you
Right.
look at it, I mean, it's got all these pearls on it, but there's every time you look at it, there's like just a quick little glimmer, like a little sparkle that goes across it every once in a while.
Hey, I'll give that all back to you if you want me. I can take it down in my quarters and check it all out. See if
Yeah, what does
anything
she
has any
think? I think it's
properties.
got a magical property to it for sure.
Yeah, I'll take. You want me to take the other stuff too, just in case?
Yeah, we can go. You just want to go down there with me right now?
You know, I'm not hiding anything. We do it right here on deck if it's calm waters.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it's,
that's
it's
fine.
very calm now.
Yeah, we'll do it right here, and I'll just set it all down there, and I'll just slowly start casting identify on
Okay.
the buttons, the
Let
hat,
me,
and then
And
lock it.
let me
lock it.
add the image. I can do this. So
Those lockets are pretty good. You put cream cheese in them.
Cream cheese in the locket?
Yeah,
Mhm.
you got cream cheese in your gold locket.
Heard of
No.
Oh,
Don't
my
put peas
buddy
on your head.
Andy used to do that.
Yeah, just don't put peas on your head. They'll call you a pea head.
Now they will.
Were you drunk when this happened?
No,
No, it's Andy.
I was
It
12.
was a mutual friend of ours.
Oh. Okay. He seems like a smart lad.
The character.
He made a lot of money off of his gold locket.
He did make a lot of money off his gold locket.
he did. I'll put this. Hold on. One
I think I
second.
like these buttons more than anything else, honestly. Look, this one's purple with silver in it. That's pretty cool.
250 uses of lock.
They're actually hidden diamonds. 250 diamonds. Or they're throwing buttons. You throw them and they like speed up.
Open that little case of buttons and cast animate objects on 250 buttons and do 1d4 times
That would be awesome.
50,000.
Dude.
Just like,
All right, I put the item in there. You are identify on it, and you find out that the hat, in particular, is called Elman, the Spectacular Rutherford's Dashing Tricorn.
okay, you have
This is off of the
proficiency
chart.
in perception. You get advantage on perception checks.
Oh.
It's a pretty awesome helmet from this loot table. Most of them were. I mean, some of them were good, but the fact that you rolled that last one as a 16 was nuts. That was in between a spyglass, which gives advantage on perception or investigation checks more than 50 foot away, and that was a 15 was 1d4 barrels of red wine vinegar.
Perfect.
So, yeah, that's the helmet you get. Now, as you go back up to the top deck, you do see Lonnie kind of hollers at you with that hat on. Hey, Sadius,
Oh, hey, Lonnie!
that's a fine looking tricorn.
You like this tricorn? Here,
I
I'll go
do.
up to him. Yeah, I found it underneath. There's
Okay.
I'll hand it to him.
Yeah, he looks at it, gets real close. He goes, I feel like I've seen this before.
It was on a boat down under us a little while ago.
What else did you find with it?
I found these buttons. It's a collection of buttons. They're pretty cool. Look at them.
Well, you can kind of tell he's kind of
Oh, and this woman. And I'm gonna open it to him.
woman. He grabs it. She says it's an old rusted amulet or locket. He opens up and he looks at the picture.
She's pretty good looking.
You see for a moment his face.
What she got that face for?
He
You don't like
closes-
her?
He closes it real quick. Why did you find this?
There's a boat that was sunk back there. I've been going down once a day and checking out some boats.
Do you know
For-
who this is?
The lady?
Yes.
No, of course not, Lonnie.
You telling me you don't know? He opens it up again. Look at her. Look at them eyes.
It's hard to look at the eyes, Lonnie. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well, don't look at those puppies. Look at the eyes up here. And he tells
Okay.
you to look for it. As you notice a little feature you didn't notice before. You see, is she's kind of late. She's like this.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of got her arm leaned on a chair, and as she's looking forward, one eye is looking forward. The other one is completely looking way to the right.
Oh.
Pure lazy.
Oh, her
Really?
eyes fucked up.
Yes, I cannot believe you've never heard of this woman. She was a promiscuous lady in the pirate seas.
Oh.
I remember back when I was a young ship captain. This had to have been at least 40, 50 years ago. I met her just south of Volgan here, down in Selheim. I came up here one time to deliver some vinegar. Her name was Audie, but everybody called her Lazy Eye. She didn't mind it because she knew that thing was lazy as it'll get. I mean, she.
It's pretty bad.
But I tell you this, she may have had a lazy eye, but she was not a lazy lay, if you know what I mean. She
Oh,
was a heck of a woman. Now she got herself.
you mean
in a lot
she
of
worked
trouble.
really hard, right?
Exactly what I mean, Thaddeus. Her name.
That's
was,
good.
We just called her Lazy Eye, like I said, but she got herself in a lot of trouble, and
Pyrazine, I'm guessing.
well, maybe sleeping around. But last time I knew,
My dad did always say, if you don't wake up before the sun, the sharks will come and get you.
oh, well, we always thought maybe she just died of a disease, but already seems a little bit more dark now that you found this with that hat. I bet you she was sleeping with that captain and her main lover found out
That's
about
what
it.
you mean by sleeping.
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
you meant she just slept in.
Oh no, and I mean.
No, they fucking.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, I got you.
Yes, he
I
must
got
have
you. Oh,
drew her like one of his little French girls.
oh.
Said secret lover here, so I bet you what happened is probably her husband found out about it and sunk this man's ship.
Oh, yes. Probably valid.
You found a dark love plot.
That's crazy, Lonnie. Now you can tell, when we go back, you can tell all your buddies about it.
That's
Here,
pretty
take
crazy.
the locket.
I can't believe I forgot what she looked like. It'd been so long since I've been.
I'm gonna hand the locket to him. Here, you take the locket.
Really puts it.
It
on.
means more to you than it does to me, and you'll be able to tell the story, and then you can show the locket, and everybody will believe you.
Love it. I do love a good story. If everybody wants to,
Don't touch my buttons, though.
oh, those are your buttons.
Does that hat take
It does. It takes. Yeah, you got the tune.
plane?
Yep, that
Plane.
sucks. Can I
Actually,
wear
no,
it?
hold on.
I was gonna say, can I just wear it?
It does not specify that it's tunable. So I'm gonna say no. It doesn't take the tunability.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't have that tune.
I'm just gonna say if I wear that hat, I have a 30 passive perception.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're
my
you're not
Lord.
touching the hat yet.
Because if you have advantage on perception, you get +5 to your passive perception.
That's insane.
Overkill.
I mean, you'll have 30, but I'll have 8.
8?
8. So who really benefits? You or me?
Oh, well,
You ain't
me.
seen anything either way.
Yeah.
You're fucked either way.
Yeah. Lonnie,
But who will
speaks-
look swaggier?
if everybody wants to get ready, we're probably going to pull into the makeshift dock they have outside of kindergarten. Be prepared. And
Yeah.
at this point, you guys are kind of right here. You're making that turn. And when you do, I'm going to show you guys all this so you know where you're at now.
I know they said up here they fuck with your mind a lot lately. What's his name? Vegora told us he's going to start fucking with our brains. I don't know. I know me and not many of us cast spells. The Sadius, you got anything that maybe protect against that? Look through your shit.
I'm sorry, but Lonnie was coughing again. I couldn't hear you.
I'm sorry.
Vegoroth was warning about fuck with our heads and shit. Upcoming
Oh.
real soon. So if you have
Talk
anything,
about brain penetration stuff, huh?
yeah, I've been praying and looking around. I don't have much.
I mean,
I
I've got
looked through all
that
our
shield,
weapons.
shield of
I-
faith, but that's just for, like, protecting against, like, swords and stuff, really. I don't think I have
Yeah.
anything, actually.
The only thing I can think of is one of us keeps up a beacon of hope. It's wisdom save advantages.
This is what you guys do see from your ship. I don't know if you guys can see that.
You didn't move us.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Yep.
Well, I know I showed a player on this image. Did you guys not see this thing?
What
Nope.
image is it? We can just open it.
Yeah, let me do this. Here you go.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Should be Volgan area over under the art.
Where is it in a folder?
Yeah, it's a
Main character
handout.
art. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see it.
Main character.
That there is no dock there. That's a lie.
No, that's you're far from it. This is what you guys as you're making that turn.
Also, is it a zip line?
Huh? I don't know what that is.
That's AI. Let it go.
Yeah, let it go.
AI here.
Listen, I ain't hand painting these for you.
You don't
Why
play
not?
this?
You
No,
don't
no.
draw it. Wow, this campaign's a
Lazy
sham.
DM.
That's
Oh.
what you guys do see.
I swear he did them all.
I don't think I can play anymore.
You
I drew Baz while we were playing.
yeah, that's incredible. As you guys do make that
Fucking-
turn, Sadius, or I'm sorry, not Sadius, Azadeth, your arm begins to heat up and tingle. That
It is pretty cold out.
crystalline black, almost shimmer it has from being hardened like scales. You begin to see the veins underneath again glow red, and it pulsates almost to a point where it's starting to hurt. It's like a very strong pain, like a cramp times 10. And it almost, you stiffen up your arm and grit your teeth as this thing's just throbbing. It feels like you can feel your heartbeat through the whole arm. And you hear this grumbling voice that you've never heard before. As you sit there and grit your teeth, in your ear you just hear, hunger. Nobody else can hear it, just you.
It
Greg, are you
hurts
hungry?
like a pain.
Yes, it's throbbing. And Greg, as you turn this corner, you begin to just feel angry. To the point that, very similar to when you were punching old Bert's face, when you were just punching him into to goop, you feel that same anger. And as you look down, there's a small shimmer of red you keep seeing out of the bottom of your eye. And as you look down, your chest is beginning to glow a little bit red every once in a while. And you just can't help but there's this anger in you. You're almost clenching your fists and gritting your teeth as well.
Oh, good. Let the hate flow.
Yeah, it's getting very overwhelming. Zithra, as this is happening, you kind of see, as you're standing around, you kind of see both of the boys gritting their teeth. And you, as you're kind of confused, you're looking around the ship as well and looking forward. You begin to hear a voice. They will betray you. He will betray you. Prepare yourselves. They will all betray you soon enough. But it's not Rhaegorath's voice. His voice is different. And it has this guttural clicking noise every once in a while. They will betray you. They will.
Ooh.
This voice you keep hearing, you
Something like that.
shaking your head every once in a while as you hear this. And you're looking around at the other two and they're all gritting their teeth. Baslin, you begin to feel the presence of Iracel
Okay.
warm you up, but then you start to feel her dissipating from you quickly. Why, Baslin? Why are you doing this? Don't betray me. No. And as you feel this and you hear her voice, that warmth begins to escape you, and now it's a frigid cold. You feel like you have no clothes on. Your skin is exposed almost to the elements. As you begin to shiver and freezing like pain. And you see Lonnie still up there. At this point, he's wearing basically a tank top. He's just whistling. Everything's fine. He's loving it. And Sadius, as you sit
Don't
there
trust
and
that guy.
you hold your weapon, as you look forward now seeing this mountain range, you hear a voice. He will betray you. He wants to. He's going to kill you. His arm hungers. He's going to betray you all.
I only hear my own.
Yes, you all are only hearing this on your own.
I know I need
Right.
to be here to keep everybody in control. At least Baz thinks so. He's kind of gluing everybody together. I want to try to cast calm emotions on myself to suppress any feelings
Okay. Yeah.
of fright and see if it kind of alleviates that, so I can be straight-minded
Yeah.
as much as I can.
Yeah. You cast calm emotions and you begin to calm down a little bit. You get a little bit of warmth back. And as you do so, you kind of look around, gathering what you just experienced. You start looking at everybody, and you see everybody's got a look of bewilderment on them. Some of them are confused, some of them are confused. As you're looking around, you're looking forward in the sky and the mountain range before you, and out of the corner of your eye, you swear you see some kind of little purple worm-like creature flying in the air right next to you. And it's about the size of like a snake, like a regular snake. Not real big. But it looks like, as you're looking that way, it looks like it's right in your peripheral, just to your right. You quickly look at it, and it's not there. You saw it, and then you turn and look, and it's gone.
Keep my eye out. Looking around.
Yep.
Could I get my daggers out and try to talk back to the voice?
Yeah, you definitely can't. Like, what do you want?
I would probably have my daggers out ready to go, and I'd be like, "Who is this? What do you want?"
Help me. Zithra, help me, please. He's in the village. He's here. He's going to kill us all. We don't have much time.
I'll see her with her daggers out, like kind of, and then everybody looking weird. I'm gonna kind of try to call on everybody, like, I remember he warned us. He's getting into your guys' head. Everybody, focus on me. Everybody, don't listen to what you're hearing. He
we all
warned
together?
us. He's
Yeah,
fucking
you guys
with
all
us.
Oh,
He
I'm
warned
probably
us
hunched over
ahead
by
of
the ship.
time. Remember, guys, remember. He warned us. This ain't real.
Sadius, as
That's
he is telling
all I
you-
can do.
as he's yelling this out to you, and you're looking over toward Baslin, Azadeth's kind of standing to the right of him. And
I'm
you
hunched over the side of the ship, probably kind of
Yeah.
like in pain.
You see that
I'll walk over to him, hunched over after I say that too.
You see him hunched over the side, and as you look at Azadeth, you see him turn and look at you, and he raises up his scaled arm, and you just see that there's blood funneling from his hand, and it's just piling on the floor. Your look of bewilderment, almost completely afraid, scared of what's going on, you don't understand. Baslin, you're kind of scoping the room again, looking around, and you see now
Yeah.
Sadius with this terrifying look at Azadeth. You walk over to Azadeth, however, and Azadeth is still hanging over the side of the ship.
He didn't actually turn around. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, okay. Like a hallucination.
Did his
almost.
words help at all?
Yeah, you guys kind of one ear. It came in one ear, maybe went out the other a little bit, but you kind of they resonated a little bit. You're all kind of taken aback.
Does it help to cover my ears? Like if I try to cover them?
Yeah, go ahead and try to cover them.
Okay, if I try to cover them.
Yeah, you cover your ears, and all you hear when you get to that point, now that they're muffed, you just hear.
It just amplifies it.
Now it's just clicking. clicking.
I
Better
will.
than
Oh, there we go.
suffering, I guess.
As I approach Azadeth, I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder because he's leaning over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Everything's okay. Remember,
Oh well,
It's
I mean,
fine.
my arm hurts.
When he's saying that, everything's gonna be fine. You don't hear Baslin. Everything's going to be fine. And you turn and you look, and it's Legolas staring at you. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything will be fine if you just stop reading that book. If you would have listened to me, everything would have been fine. But now you have caused
I did stop.
mayhem. And you see
I'll
that his
scream that.
eyes go purple when he says that to you. And Baz, you hear him now as this.
I'll push him and say, I did stop.
oh god,
Do I see this? Do I see him push Baz?
Yeah, yeah.
I I'm going to. As soon as I see him push Baz, I'm gonna cast Command, and I'm gonna point it at Azadeth, and I'm gonna say, "Sleep." And I'm gonna cast Command Sleep on him.
Okay.
A man sleep?
I looked it up. It's up to the DM.
The man's level 1, or what is that one?
It's level 1. It's Wisdom.
Just make a save, depending on what rolls. I'll see what I do.
Basically, you just try to sleep. So that just means you lay down and you try to sleep. From how a lot of people put it, doesn't mean you fall asleep.
Just kind of like grovel.
Yeah,
What am I rolling, Peach?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
You pass.
Yeah, you command sleep. You
And I
scream.
know someone, it reads, I know someone just tried to cast a spell on me, right?
Yes. Yep.
Y'all hell's breaking loose. God damn it.
You hear sleep, and then you feel like this spell. You know what a spell feels like when it touches you. You kind of feel something's reached out and tried to command you to do something. And you hear a voice in your head. Hunger on him. That's who we feed on.
I'm just trying to put this guy to sleep. He's gonna fucking kill me.
Greg, you see this going on now on top of the board.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what's Greg doing at the moment?
Greg, you're still at this point, like, now you're fueling. Your whole chest is glowing red, and you look at Lonnie, and Lonnie has a knife out, and it looks like he's walking.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no! Don't kill Lonnie. We'll have some issues.
Greg would be in complete control. He might use the rage. He doesn't succumb to the rage.
You, Greg.
Well.
You see Lonnie walking towards you, and he has a smirk on his face, and right behind him, on the ground, walking on two legs, is a Capuchin monkey with a kitchen knife, walking towards you as well.
I mean, I'd punch him in the face, knock him out. I'd just disarm him, you know?
Okay. Yep. So, Zithra, you
And
see
then
this.
punt the monkey.
You see that Lonnie is sitting up there piloting the ship, and he's just whistling. He's like, "What's everybody doing down there?" And you see Greg walking up to him, and you just see Greg. Whoa! Straight.
Oh, wait, he wasn't coming at me with a knife?
No, this is all hallucinations. This whole, what we're talking
Gotcha.
about.
You see Greg just
Yeah,
full on blast Lonnie, and he's laying on the ground sleeping. You hear as he's pure knocked out.
Yeah.
Do I see that?
Yes, you do see that.
We're all out in the
This
deck,
is all
right?
happening like spontaneously.
So as soon as I see that,
Oh,
I'm gonna be a bit suspicious because why are we punching Lonnie?
Yep. Zithra, you see this is happening. This is all happening right after each other. Zithra, you hear a voice in your head. Honey, don't listen to the voices. Don't listen. Help them. And that's right after you see Greg knock Lonnie off his feet.
I do run, not full speed, but I run up to Sadius and kind of grab your shirt. I'm like, why would you try to cast a spell on me?
Put you to sleep. You're crazy. You pushed Baz.
'Cause he
And I'm
yelled
gonna
at
instantly,
me.
I don't think this is us.
and I'm gonna instantly cast Dispel Magic on myself.
Okay?
Does it do anything?
Not that
Great.
you know of. As you,
I was
you
going to
guys-
ask if it feels like,
Go ahead.
since we've been going around for a while, does it feel like we're being charmed? Is there something I can figure that out by?
It may feel like there's maybe something with a charming like nature. Maybe it has a sense of a charm to it, but it doesn't feel like you guys are under a spell. You have free will.
Do I see anything
I
like
don't have
out of
anything
the
past them.
ordinary?
Good question. That's a good question. So as this is happening, you see Azadeth at this point really walking fast with authority, walk up and grab Sadius' shirt. Why would you do that? As you see those two screaming at each other, you see behind them looks like this ball of purple flesh with like 16 tentacles just flailing around right above them. You stare at it for a moment and look down at those two, and you look back up, there's nothing there.
Next time I see it, can I try to shoot at it?
Yeah, yeah. Baslin
I
as
am-
well.
You saw that snake I saw or whatever? I'm going to look for that.
So yeah,
Then what did you push Baz?
He yelled at me, just like everybody else.
Well, that's why I tried to put you to sleep. You're being angry, and I'm worried you're gonna chop somebody up.
He just knocked Lottie out.
I
put him
don't
to
know
sleep.
what's going on. I am out of. I could put him to sleep. I can't sleep on Greg.
Okay.
I don't think you have enough hit
save.
points.
Wisdom save, Greg.
You got some command again?
Command
I
sleep.
think if it's happened to all of us, we need to chill. No spells
Yeah.
on people.
Hey, I mean, I saw some
Why is it-
weird snake thing floating in the air. I think it might be doing it. Everybody keep your eye out for a snake
I mean,
thing.
if you're seeing
and
a
hit
snake
it.
thing, it's probably not actually there, Bass.
I think I'm the only one calm here.
I don't
I
know
don't
what's
know.
going on.
You're yelling a lot.
Yeah.
You definitely passed
Ah,
that.
Trying to like
Look at 'em!
stalk that purple thing.
Look
So
at
if I
him.
see it, I'm
Oh.
shooting it.
Oh wait, that first one was an attack, not a.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah,
sleeping.
great, yeah.
You
Greg,
I'm night-night.
You
Yeah.
see that Greg?
It's just a command to go to sleep, and you
Yeah.
have like 8 hours to accomplish that command. So you don't
Greg,
just like pass
You kind of
out.
stop
No.
for
You
a moment.
start walking to your bed,
You stop
basically.
for a moment. You just sit down, and then you kind of lay down plank style on the ground. You start closing your eyes,
Trying to go to sleep.
You're just
Yeah.
trying to go to sleep.
trying to go to sleep.
Everybody said like, nope, you can't actually go to sleep, but you're just trying to.
And the moment you accomplish going to sleep, though, the spell ends.
yeah, so that's up to
how
him.
the
Yeah.
command works. 'cause
That's
the
up to him.
command
Now,
works
that
once
part
you
is up to-
accomplish your.
That's up to him.
Zithra, you see Lonnie is laying on the ground. I mean, you can hear him snoring as well. But you,
Probably
as you
deaf.
see this thing that's going on with Greg that catches your eye, Greg just lays down on the deck. You're kind of just oddly looking at that. When you look back up at Lonnie, you see this large snake-like tentacle, like 5 foot tall, with these weird centipede-like legs, but it's standing upright.
I shoot it.
Okay, yeah, you quickly pull out your crossbow and you shoot,
It's Lottie.
and it just disappears as your crossbow bolt goes through,
Oh, what a waste of a crit.
and then reappears, and it picks up Lonnie.
Oh,
You see the tip of this snake-like form. Like I said, it's got a bunch of centipede legs. It's got 2 little legs propping up right now, and all the little arms are flailing out. And you see its chest just split open as you see it encompass Lonnie,
Only her?
and then swallow.
Am
And
I
then-
seeing this
and
happen?
then,
Or
and then it disappears. Lonnie's still on the ground for you guys.
Lottie's knocked out. So she's just shooting arrows into the air.
I would try to jump and like grab it.
Yeah.
And
I think
try
the
to
safe
grab
part
Lonnie.
is-
Zithra, you're not
Everybody has to
shooting
stop
anything.
casting spells
You're
and
not
shooting
shooting.
and punching people.
You're not shooting
Someone's
anything,
gonna get-
Zithra. I'll go grab her by the
we're
shoulder.
falling apart.
I'll
We're
try.
falling apart.
I don't know if she'll stab me or not.
Yeah, I was gonna say my.
I'll grab her.
Yeah.
And be like,
you get
Zithra,
grabbed
it's
by
me, it's
Baz.
Baz. It's Baz. You're not shooting anything.
What the fuck is going on? We gotta get out of here.
Well, we're stuck here, so I mean, I don't know what's going on.
I think we're gonna get off the ship.
At this point, here's what you guys see. I'll pull this up for you. You guys are pulling up closer and closer now, and you see this in the
I have a couple things against saving throws, but we're not making them. It's like, I don't know what to do.
Here's what you see in the distance.
What's a saving throw?
I don't know. I'm going crazy.
You see a large keep. It should say Kindergarten Keep on there in main character. And you see it's a large storm.
Oh,
and
yeah.
As you guys are kind of approaching this,
I don't see it.
there's a
It's there. It's 3 down. Under
And
me.
we're still on the boat.
yeah, you're very close to getting off, and there's a dock in front of you guys. But Lonnie is currently sleeping on the ground.
He's fine.
No,
Well,
he's
he's-
dead.
A little bit more than sleeping. He's fucking
Yeah, he's not-
knocked
I don't-
the fuck
so
out.
I don't think Sadius would be thinking about the boat.
Nobody has the wheel, by the way. I'm just letting
Yeah.
you know that.
Yeah, I'm not.
Thadius, get up to the boat.
I got-
get
I
us
got-
docked.
Two
What if
hands
he
on
hits you
Sadius.
again?
Get docked. Get us docked. We need to get off.
All right, no more spells, no more punching. Don't trust anything you see.
Yeah.
Go take the wheel.
I believe in you, Sadius. You can do it.
I'll go take the wheel.
Okay.
I'm gonna look down at Lonnie. Is he bleeding?
I'll medicine
Yeah,
check Lonnie on
yeah,
the ground.
his
Knocked
nose-
out by a
he's-
giant orc.
He's bleeding.
He's got a good amount of blood. His lips bloody. His nose is bloody. His nose is broken. I mean, it's
Yeah,
God.
he's fine.
He's sleeping, so
I'll medicine check to break his nose back into place and get him
Okay.
all
Yeah.
good.
You do that.
Um,
you break
Whatever.
and he
fucking
was like, oh, What's
22.
going on? Oh, my nose. What's Greg? Why are you hitting me?
Well, the shit we're chasing is fucking with us, okay?
Uh-huh.
I saw. We all apologize. He's in our heads. We got the ship. Maybe you go down. Go down deck.
All right.
Where's Azadeth?
He's right here. He's fine. Right here.
Right next to you.
You see,
The club with his claw out.
Lonnie begins to walk down. He goes down the steps, and then he starts to go down to the personal quarters. And as he's walking through Zithra, as he walks by you, you hear the voice right next to you. I'm going to feed on him. And you see now this purple aura off the back of him as he walks by you, and you smell this stench. And you see now that worm, like centipede-like creature. You see it about the size of the monkey resting on his shoulder. Now, you guys, when you look at him, you see the monkey's resting on his shoulder. But for where the monkey would be, Zithra, you see the little centipede resting there.
I want to grab it and stab it so bad.
I mean, do whatever you would do in that moment.
Yes.
Stop your decision.
Yeah, but you said don't believe anything we see, right?
I did
Yeah,
scream that, yeah.
We said
do
that,
you?
but you're
If
still,
it's your
yeah.
character.
We did say it, but
Oh God, yeah, I don't want to kill a monkey and a dog in this campaign.
So if she kills the monkey, what happens if I banish Zithra? Because she's not from this plane.
No, she is. I asked.
Oh,
Apparently, it's like a planet.
yeah,
It's a
different.
different planet.
Perfect.
We'll come back.
Guys,
Roll on it. If you don't know.
Yeah, if you want
Yeah,
I'll
roll
let
it.
you make
You
roll
can
it.
always roll for
I'm
yourself.
going to put you on a shot clock. You got 10 seconds to make a decision before Lonnie just passed you.
Roll 1d20. Anything 10 and up, you kill the monkey.
okay.
Okay, see?
All right.
Yeah, so you almost you reach out to grab, and at the last second, it's the monkey. The monkey looks back at you, and you see he has a little smile on his face as you get ready to grab him. He's thinking you're gonna pet him,
Oh.
and then you stop. You put your hands back to your side. You all see this too, as Zithra's right behind Lonnie, like she's gonna snag him.
Zithra, don't you touch Lonnie.
Zithra!
Sadius,
How fast are we coming in?
you've slowed down now. You guys have got control of
Okay.
the sails. Sadius, as you're piloting the ship, you guys see Sadius, Baz, and Greg. You both see this as he's piloting the ship, and he's asking how fast are we coming in. You see there's a large purple centipede-like looking creature behind Sadius, and it has its arms on his shoulders as he's
We
piloting.
all see it though.
You and Greg.
I'm
see
standing
it.
right
I'm not-
next to him.
And
but
you
I
He's
see it.
sleeping.
You see it.
Yeah, I'm 9-night.
What may be its head, the end of it,
Yeah.
towards the top, looks down and curls down right around Sadius's face. And as Sadius is piloting the ship, you see this.
I'm going to
thing-
act like it's kind of not happening. I'm going to look at it,
Okay. You see
but I
it.
feel pretty calm, so I'm going to keep an eye on it.
You see it turn and look around.
And I'm going to say, Sadius, something on you.
Who's that
That's all.
monkey? And I'll look at it.
as he says what, you see the thing reach around. It's like this, looking at the front of his face, and it swivels its little worm-like body, and it goes right down into his mouth, into his whole body, and you see it disappear. And
And I didn't see it. Just Baz.
just Baz and Greg.
Greg's on the ground with his eyes
Greg-
closed.
Oh,
Greg's
that's
napping.
right. Greg,
Unless
you
he woke
see,
up.
you see stars. Baz, you're the only one that see this. And
Yeah.
Sadius, you hear as this is happening at the same time you hear as this thing. You hear a clicking noise in the distance, Sadius.
I'm going to really keep
Anybody
my
else hear
eye on
that clicking
Sadius.
noise?
Like we all heard it a couple times.
I do not. I say whatever we see or hear, just ask the other person. Make sure we both.
Are
don't
we
see or
coming in
hear.
at this speed or are we going faster? I need somebody to
I
verify.
think you need to slow down a little bit.
But
Slowing
Sadius,
down.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
didn't-
Slow down.
you didn't see anything around you, did you?
No, just you and Azadeth.
okay.
I didn't see anything. Why? Something happened to me?
Well, it's one of those things, like we said.
You pull
Well,
the
what's that supposed to mean, Baz?
We're all seeing shit. That's what I mean. That's
Well,
what
what did you see on me?
I'm not.
I don't think it's real, so don't worry about
I
it.
don't think it's real, but like I said, I'm gonna say, guys, I cast a spell on myself. I feel pretty calm, and I feel like I did just see a worm go down Sadie's throat.
You saw what go down my throat?
I
Yeah,
didn't see it, Sadia, so I think you're okay.
I'm gonna try to throw up.
I'm just trying to. I'm throwing
I'm gonna
it out
try
there.
to puke.
No,
I'm
don't
gonna-
believe
I'm
it.
gonna-
It didn't happen.
I'm gonna try to
Just
puke.
drive
I'm
the
putting my
goddamn-
fingers down my throat. I'm trying to
Put
puke.
your hands on
he
the
just
wheel.
pounded. You guys just.
Here, I got it. Put your hands on the wheel. I'll get your throat. You drive. You drive.
You see Sadius is driving like this, and you see Sadius. Oh! Oh!
Wait, go get the heart pie. Get the heart pie.
We dumped
That's
it.
true. Oh fuck!
Easy enough. You're pulling up to a dock now, and you see 3 dwarves at the dock.
Oh,
it's
shit.
It's an abandoned dock. It looks like you see it's broken crates and barrels, but you see 3 dwarves that look like they're working and moving some stuff around. They're wearing
People
like
live
this,
here?
They're wearing like this bluish, gold clothing. It does not look winter like winter clothes. It looks like something where you were at like a royal dinner table. And there's 3 of them as they are moving some things around.
I'm gonna lean over to Azadeth as we see them. Should I tidal wave them?
There you go. That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah,
Do what, Thaddeus?
Should I tidal wave them?
Tidal wave who?
They live here.
The door.
I'm right there.
Tidal wave them.
No, I don't. Don't tidal wave them.
Do it. Tidal wave them.
Somebody is saying do the tidal wave.
Nope.
So-
Didn't hear 'em. Remember, we gotta just
Yeah, but what's it want
talk
to
to
do?
each other. Nope. That's
What's
the
it
thing.
Baz?
Hey,
Yep,
look at me.
that's the
Look
thing
at
again.
me. Look at
Looking?
me.
I'm
I'm
looking.
gonna grab him by the head. I'm just gonna do a
Just
full.
looking for the worm.
I'm doing a full
Investigation.
seventh grade physical.
okay. Yeah, you see.
Medicine
You
check.
Put your hands back on the
Okay.
wheel.
Cough.
There's no worm in his
roll a
throat.
medicine check.
I'm gonna cough twice.
Oh gosh.
Roll a medicine check as you do that.
You know, I've never had a doctor grab my balls. Fun fact.
I had a girl do my physical once when I was like, it was the weirdest
I've only had
thing
the
ever.
crush where they press.
That always hurts.
Oh, you
Oh.
probably have ball cancer. You
Yeah. Dude, that's a big boy medicine check.
What you used to do in a previous life. What's
Yeah.
this?
So
35.
as you grab Sadius and you tell him to cough, you see him cough, and as he does, when you cough, your eyes get a little bit bigger. You see him cough, and you're looking at his mouth, but at the same time, you kind of glance up at his eyes, and when you do look at his left eye, you see something quickly across the front of it, like a little worm that's purple.
Nothing came up, Bash.
I'm there looking too. So, do I see anything?
You can make a perception check as well, then. Yours will be perception, not medicine.
Yeah, I'm just like looking.
Bam.
Almost one off a crit.
I got a question, Bash.
You
What if
quickly
I
see
do
it.
this?
You see it as well. You see his.
What if I destroy water on myself?
That you would probably die.
Not
Just
to
wanna
not
do
to,
that.
not to freak not to freak
We're
you
on the
out.
deck.
Sadius.
Yeah, I'll turn to you.
I did see something in your eye.
You saw something in my eye?
I did see something in your eye.
Can you get the fuck out of my eye?
Oh,
I'm gonna
maybe
need
we
you
should
to la-
kill him.
I'm gonna need you to lay down.
That's right, you stay over there and don't talk.
Should we land the ship first? I don't want to wreck here.
Zithra, you hear it right behind you.
Kill him. Kill him.
God, I'm this close to freaking out, guys.
Lay that. Just are we docked?
Yeah, you guys are now pulling up the dock, and you
Okay.
see these 3 dwarves as they're loading things.
Oh, I'm not paying
Almost-
attention.
Almost put them down like robotically.
Yeah, I'm not
Turn
paying
and look at
attention
you.
to the boat
Their-
anymore.
Their skin is
This way.
pale, and they're just staring at you guys as you dock.
Hey, Greg.
As-
Greg, we got something to do up here. Can you throw the rope over there in the gangplank and try to get us docked?
You see Greg.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'll kick Greg the way.
God damn it! Throw something, at Greg.
Greg, you wake up, and you wake up this time when your chest is burning. You're raging at this point. But you see Azza has kicked you to wake you up.
Well, it's
It
like
is
a
a little
nudge.
laptop, but
He's kicking people again, Bass.
when you
He's waking him up.
you
As-
open your eyes.
As I
and-
have a really steady hand if you want me to carve that out of his eye. It might help.
If Zithra touched me, so help me God, I will banish her to the Shadow Realm.
Just hold on, Zithra. It's a tight. Everybody calm down!
Greg, as you open your
I'm
eyes,
freaking out. I'm freaking out.
Greg, you open your eyes and you look and see it's Azadeth, and above Azadeth, you see a massive version of Kelvath flying straight down at your ship at Mach 10, flying down, huge.
I would quickly get up and shove Azadeth out of the way, like, you're about to get torched. Watch out, get out of here.
No, okay, hey, Greg.
And you see Greg
Oh,
jump
there's
up.
nothing there.
Push you
There's
out of the
nothing
way.
there.
Don't you see that? Fuck!
There's nothing there.
Oh god. Oh
Oh,
god.
wait, we already
There's a
ate his
dragon
heart.
too?
Wait a second. Something's going on.
Yep. Just calm down. Go ahead. Get these sails pulled. I'm gonna throw the anchor in.
What is that? I need a moment. Did I punch Lonnie?
You
You
did.
knocked him out. He's on the ground over
You're
there.
an asshole.
He
Why'd
was
you
coming
do
at me
that?
with a knife.
No, he wasn't. He was singing.
Well,
Greg.
we all are seeing crap.
Greg, as Sadius is talking to you and saying that, every time he's looking at you and talking to you, he's like this. He's pointing his finger at you. When he points his finger at you, his finger is this long, floppy, purple, claw-like appendage, and it just moves weirdly every time it looks at you. He's
A
pointing at
dildo
you.
finger.
Yeah, pretty much.
What the fuck? What's wrong with your finger, Sadius?
Nothing. I got something in my eye. Not
I
my
don't know
finger.
what to do. I got something crazy to try.
Well, let's calm down. We don't want to. Baz,
I got something crazy to try.
either. I don't know about the crazy things.
All right, fine. First, I'll slide a ring on Sadius's finger and I'll cast Warding Bond.
Okay.
First. +1 AC and all your saving throws. You have resistance to all damage.
Okay. What are you gonna do, Bash?
The fuck?
What are you gonna do to me?
You need to hold him still. Like what's the
Yeah,
play here?
yeah, we need this guy still.
Oh,
Great.
Great.
You're not gonna shoot me. I'm
I
gonna try to
instantly
run.
start
I'm
raging
bolting.
and I fucking grab
bolting.
him.
Okay.
Greg, hold him down.
I bolt.
Okay. You're moving.
I
I'll-
click.
I'll-
I click my boots together and I bolt. So you all hear that.
All right, well, I instantly cast hold person. So
Ah.
wisdom save.
Okay. Wisdom save.
Okay, I have advantage on wisdom saving throws.
There's so much happening right now.
13.
No, I ain't
No.
gonna pass.
18.
So you get to click it.
I
You
just
do full
can I
speed.
dispel magic?
Plus 10 on it, and you rolled a 3 and a 2. You're bound to get held. No, you
Can I
cannot
dispel
dispel
magic?
magic.
No,
No.
whole person's paralyzed. So you're full
can't do
speed,
anything.
and then just suddenly, you can't move. And Greg you see that and he's stuck and he can't move. You see what looks like this purple shadow begin to appear on his back, and then you see this large centipede-like creature that is 6 to 7 foot tall, raining and holding onto his shoulders, and it's turning and looking at you. And when it does, it's the top of its mouth opens up, and you see these large, sharp teeth and this viscous goo
Been on.
pouring out of its mouth as it makes this noise.
That's only Greg.
Greg,
Yeah,
I
that's-
want to see it.
No, Greg!
Okay, I'm honing in. I'm
Okay.
just honing in.
Sadius, I'm not just doing it because Baz told me.
I'm honing in onto his eyeball where I saw the worm crawl.
Stay still.
And
I mean, I can't talk.
as a
Right?
death saw,
You can
No,
talk about it.
you
I
can
can't do
see me.
anything. Oh.
when I see it again, if I see it again, I'll tell Azadeh, focus. Let me know if you see it as well. If we see it at the same time,
Okay.
let me know.
Make a perception check, both of you.
While they're doing that, can I study the
I'll-
dwarves?
I'll
Like I'll be
can.
hiding and watching them.
Yeah.
perception. I'll give you I'll bless, or not bless. I'll
You guys
guide.
roll that.
Gary.
Zithra, as this is going on, as this whole person happens, you see Sadius is just frozen in place like this.
D4, Gary.
You see Greg
Yeah,
is staring
I'll
at
take
him like this, almost hand
What
on
do
the
you- what am I
sword
doing?
like this.
Perception.
You see the dwarves, and the dwarves are in unified line, 3 of them standing right next to each other, hands at their side, and almost like dead look,
Pretty good.
just staring, almost like they're zombies staring at what you guys are doing. And you see the one on the far right quickly see his head twitch a little bit, and you see the one on the far left just twitching at the same time. And you see the middle one, as he's not done and not moved at all. You see he opened his mouth and you see a large centipede right out of his
Oh.
mouth, crawling on the dock as it runs towards your ship.
I'm getting ready to blind Sadia.
A centipede?
What do you?
Yeah.
I need to know what you're doing though, before I let you do it. What are you doing, Bat? Like, what's your play here?
I think I have a focus
I don't think
enough.
I don't think you put any knives towards his eyeball.
I think I have a focused enough spell.
What's the spell?
Can
no
I-
sharp objects or
You
knives.
see, as you're looking at me, you see a tear run out of that eye.
Listen, I don't know what's going on. We know what's in him. He might lose one eye, but we'll get it out.
No,
He's
it's
fine for the rest of his life. One eye.
I
Wait,
don't
can
think
I-
we should do that.
Can I try to throw the knife at the centipede to see if it's actually
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
what's on the floor?
Make an attack.
I'm trying to figure out what's real and what's not real. Oh,
When do I get to roll my wisdom?
You guys,
Again,
you guys at the same
It's
time.
every turn, so I don't whatever.
whatever
Well,
the DM
yeah.
says.
Well, you
Yeah.
guys, as you guys are having this discussion, you quickly just see Zithra in the corner of your eye. Take a knife.
I'll yell at her again. Zither, stop throwing stuff. You're gonna kill someone.
shit.
You just hear a shwab as
Some
this thing
kid just dies. There's
sticks-
a baby crawling
sticks
towards
in the
us.
wall. When you throw the dagger and you miss, you're like, dang it. You're looking
Trying to get
around.
another dog.
Inches from your face quickly appears right in front of you. You back up for a minute, and this thing opens its mouth and stares at you, and you start to feel yourself being pulled in as these jaws wrap around your whole body. Suddenly, you're in this pitch blackness as you're wiggling around, but it's getting tighter and tighter as this thing closes its jaws on you, and you begin to hear just the clicking noise.
me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Make a strength save.
And with a 26 and 21, do we see that thing in the eye again?
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah.
This all happened like
All
simultaneously.
happened at once.
Yeah. I just want to get it
Alright,
off
yeah.
before he can roll again.
Yeah, well, you actually haven't done anything. Your turn.
Can I roll it?
Strength save.
Okay. We'll
I
have
think
to
it's
take
fine.
away one.
I think I'm good.
I'm also asking you, begging you to tell me
Hey,
what the fuck
19.
you're trying to do.
Okay. Yeah. So it's you're in there and you're feeling
Dex
constricted.
save on that
You
animal.
quickly start getting loose and you throw your elbows, and as you do, you just hear as you jump, you get out of the creature's mouth and you start looking around, and you see the little as it gets down on the ground starts running towards where Greg's at.
All right, I'm gonna grab my dagger that I threw.
You guys, between those two,
I'm gonna
rolls-
try to hit it again.
between these two rolls, you see it quickly appear. One through eye, and now it's in the right eye, and it's just resting, and it looks like it's staring right at you.
Like, is it in the eye, like, or like in the eye socket? Like you can actually.
It looks like it's kind of
coming, like, on
resting.
front,
It looks
on
like
top
it's
of
kind
it.
of resting down that little eye pouch, but then it looks like it keeps going, like it's burrowing into the eyeball.
We gotta do something. As it is,
Yeah. What do you want to do?
sacred flame on the thing in his eye.
You're gonna sacred flame his head? I don't think that's a good idea.
It targets the creature. Nothing around it.
Oh,
What are we
It's
doing?
true.
You
What are we
didn't
doing?
trust me with a dagger?
That's what I did.
we both see
I did it.
I'm
We
giving
both
you
see
guys this thing sitting there. Give me 10
I did it.
seconds to make it.
Sacred
you
flame.
did
Yeah, he
Okay.
said it. He said it.
All
Oh, I
right.
did it.
All right. What's the save?
It targets a creature. Nothing around it. It's not AoE.
What's the save?
It's a dex save.
And what do I have to hit?
Roll your dex save. 18.
14. It fails. So, Sadius, you see right before you, you're like this. You see Baslin lift up his hand. You see
15.
this holy flame begin to glow bright. As he
Tear,
looks-
just come down.
And he courses
Thaddeus,
back
just
at you
hold
like,
still.
like a
Hold
fast,
still.
like a fastball. He's like this, and he throws it right at you, and you're like, oh! And you see, boom, an explosion of energy go in front of your eye. Then colors of blue, and then this viscous,
You might not be able to see for a day or two, but it should be fine.
viscous purple color begins to just cover your eyeball, and then as it just dissipates away, you blink and your eye is clear. You all see, as you're looking forward, purple ooze coming down his cheek.
I'll instantly let go of hold person.
Okay, you let go and say, "Oh,
Guys, you okay? I got it. I got it.
I run and jump off the ship.
Don't do that. We don't know what's out there.
We don't know
There's
what's out
cancer
there.
out there. You're gonna have more of
I
it
just
in
got
your
cast the
body.
whole person on, and somebody just blew out my eye.
You
I'm
heard us
jumping off the
talking.
ship.
It was all for good. Do
Too
not
late.
jump
I'm
off the
already in
ship.
the water. I run 90 feet.
Okay, if he
Do
has
I-
another one in him, we kill him at this point.
I'm
That's the
Alright,
dumbest
that's
thing I've
fine.
ever seen in my life.
Look around.
Greg,
Look for the worms.
Guys, all together. Get all the worms we can.
you see this explosion happen in front of you. You're kind of just awestruck at what's happening. You feel a tapping on your shoulder, like somebody's trying to get your attention.
Okay, I'll turn around.
You turn around, and when you do, you see your mother. And she reaches her arms out
Mommy?
and gives you a big hug.
Mama.
Mama. Mama.
I'll hug the shit out of my mother.
She goes to give you a hug, and you embrace her, and she actually puts her head on your shoulder. And when you look down at her, you turn and see this creature with this large mouth open up, and it jumps on your head and begins to swallow you from the top of its mouth down to your legs. Make a strength save. Yeah, as that happens,
24.
you quickly, before it gets down to your legs, you grab down at the jaws, and you yank up, and this thing, and it flies off the top. And you look up in the air, and you see this centipede, huge in size, 6 foot, shrink down to what looks like a little snake, and it lands on the deck of the ship.
Doing some skeet shooting and fucking rip it off and splash it midair.
Okay, make an attack.
I'm gonna cast that when I hit the water.
Okay. Yeah, easily enough. Just you pull it off and throw it in the air. You guys see Greg at the same time sitting behind you, swinging his sword, and you just see a puff of. And you
There's
get a
two.
Okay, that's 2 down.
That's
Keep
two.
we need to stick together here.
We all saw that,
Look
Greg.
for these
That was real.
goddamn.
Little worms,
centipede
right? That's what we're
things.
seeing. Little centipede worms. Those are the things.
Zithra, you
Wait,
see
do we-
over to the side of the ship, those 2 dwarves that were standing in line. You see the middle one now is face down on the dock, just lying there, not moving. And you see the other 2 twitching, and then they go back to picking up crates and just randomly moving crates back and forth.
Can I go over to the crates?
Yeah.
Do those people have worms in them?
Yeah, Zithra, where are you going? We need to stick together.
Get
No,
careful.
I'm trying to
we need
figure
to
shit
watch
out.
everybody to see if another one of
Okay,
these things
okay.
gets in someone's body.
Is there anything
gonna
in the
ca-
crates?
I'm casting wings and going like
Okay.
30 feet in the air.
So
I'm getting off the
Zithra,
ground.
you start walking over there.
This guy yelled at me. Now he's getting up in the air.
I'm right by everybody though.
You go down and you start looking at the crates to investigate them. And when you do, you hear heavy breathing. Just you're looking around. Right when you turn over to your right, you see the dwarf is just right above your
dude.
shoulder staring at you.
What the fuck?
And when he is, you see his eyes fully white, all white pupils. There's no eyeball. There's like no little, what do you call that? Iris. There's nothing there. It's just blank white. And when you do stare at him real close, you see him twitch and you see his mouth unhinge. And you begin to see that large purple creature slowly crawling out. As it's almost like stuck, it puts its mandibles out and pulls itself out slowly. And this thing gets bigger and bigger, and it's 6 foot. At one point, it's about 3 foot out of his mouth. You see this. Anybody that's
Do I
looking
do I
over
see
there,
it up
you-
there?
Yeah,
too?
say
I'm
we're
I'm
watching
literally
her.
floating
Yeah.
just to look at
you
the whole
guys see
area.
this. Yeah, you guys see this for sure.
We see it.
Yep.
I'll say if I see something, I'm gonna call out what I see. So I'll say
I'm
I-
shooting with a fucking bow.
We gotta make sure everybody
Oh.
sees it.
Yeah, you
But I'm
quickly
gonna
pull
say-
The
an
moment I
arrow.
see these centipedes things, I'm firing.
You launch an arrow, and it
Even though it
slams
goes through
into
the
the back
dwarf's
of this
face,
thing.
I don't give a
And you
shit.
see it wiggling back and forth. There's the arrow stuck in its head, and you hear this. And it's just wiggling back and forth as you see the dwarf as well. This thing is 4 foot out of his mouth, and then the 3 foot dwarf is sitting there, just arms set, and his whole body is just doing this as the centipede itself is wiggling around, and you see it collapse over, and the dwarf with it. The other dwarf, the entire time, is just sitting there, staring. But he's staring at the water straight down. He has
Zithra, I think you know what to do.
he has his hands like this. He's just staring, scanning the water. You cast Divine Sense, Sadius, and you get a pungent smell. This smell of just sulfur just overwhelms you. And you begin to actually physically see it in front of you. Not in the water, but it just seems like everywhere you look, there's this purple haze to everything. It's kind of like my camera now, it's all hazed up.
Yeah. What is it? Is it like celestial fiend or undead?
You don't get a sense on any of those three, but you do feel an incredible sense of evil.
Okay. I'm gonna go towards the dock since I know where it's at. And I'll jump up on the dock.
Yeah, you jump up on the dock. At that point, when you jump up, you see the dwarf staring at you. With his arms out like this. He has no iris, just all white.
I kick him in the water.
You full on front kick him, and when you do, you see his mouth open. Ah! As his mouth opens, you see this centipede quickly jump out. As his body's falling in the water, you see the centipede up in the air, and it lands on the dock, 6 foot, standing straight up, little mandibles, his feet, and everything else. When he does, you see his mouth split open, and he stares at you.
I take my new weapon and I cut it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll cast Sacred Flame if I can.
Yep.
If he's swinging first.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna
Like
do
everybody.
that too.
Yeah, and then everybody can just fire at that fucker.
Yeah.
Yep.
I forgot to add my new weapon to my thing, so I'm just gonna do my old one for now.
Oh yeah, you're good. He fails for sure on Sacred Flame and everything else. Yeah, you quickly take out your trident. Whoa! Stab it right into it. And when you do, you kind of hold it up, and you see a flame burst around it. You're skewering this, cooking it right here, a little barbecue. And you just flip it in the water. You see before you a dead dwarf laying face down. Another dwarf, 3 foot tall, with a 4 foot tall centipede-like creature hanging out of its mouth dead on the dock.
And there's another. You said there's another dwarf.
The other dwarf is in the water.
I'm running that way to try to check on the dwarves. Down the boat and then down the gangplank.
Yeah, you run over
Are there-
and check them. They have 0 pulse. They are definitely dead.
And they were carrying crates, right?
Just random crates. Yep, back and forth.
It's like they're kind of mindless jobs almost.
hmm They just kept moving the same crates left and right.
Okay.
Left.
Looked like they were just proxies, probably to make people think
Yeah.
this was
Okay, so
inhabited.
we gotta do something to look out for each other and make sure that you don't see these centipedes crawling each other's backs or
We
anything.
we know what's going on now, so 2 people need to see it, or it's not happening. All right, everybody, keep calm. If you see something, ask one of us if they saw it.
Got an
If
idea.
not, then it's probably not happening. Okay, 2 people see it, probably happening.
With it, now you guys are up close to this corpse of this one. It is huge, and it is disgusting in its appearance.
Is it like?
you guys
Is
see
it like?
Has anybody
yeah,
seen any of this? You guys know what this
Is it-
I
is?
was wondering that.
Yeah, is it physical?
Sadius, is this
Yes,
anything from the
yeah,
water?
No.
It's not a physical thing.
This one is physical, yeah.
Oh, it is physical.
Yep, that one is.
So the other one's shrunk, but maybe we killed this one before it shrunk?
Maybe this was the mom.
Oh.
Well, you know, like how ants are, or bees. Maybe we killed the queen. Oh, literally guessing. I know.
One tomb was at a vampire place. This tomb's
I guess I just don't
I don't
understand.
even know.
Is it
They just
bleed?
get in your brains and make you think of the worst things. Like,
I guess.
Yeah, exactly
And
what it.
slowly take over.
it's
I
not like
hope-
they knew what we were afraid of. They're just hitting that part of the brain.
Probably hitting your fear, receptors and bringing out that
Right.
what you're worried about or feared about. If I slice the belly out, is it blood? Is it fucking oil? Is it
Yeah, so
poison?
It's,
Is
it's
it?
almost like this purple oil that comes out. You see these, the smell, the pungent smell that comes from when you slice it open. It's overwhelming.
I mean, we've seen purple blood before.
Yeah, that's no bitch. I mean, it just kind of just seems like an insect that I've never seen or heard of. I don't know. Never been up here. You'll be common. That's fucked up, though. I know that. Is everybody okay? Sadius, you good?
Yeah, I don't think I should talk to anybody right now.
Is your eye good?
Why is that? Are you still possessed?
No, I just, one person cast a hold person on me who I already have trust issues with, and then the other person almost blew
Oh.
up my eye.
We
So,
saved your
We
life,
should have
though.
done that. We saved your life,
I'm
man.
just
Literally.
saying,
I feel like you should say thank
I just said I just need a minute.
You take one, but just remember
Yep.
that you would literally be dead.
You would
Look
be
at,
dead.
Look at Atkins.
You'd have ran
You
and
guys
jumped
know where
off
we
that
get
boat
more
with
of
that
those
thing in your
worms?
eyeballs. You would have looked like these dwarfs on the ground right here,
That's what you guys
hollowed
saw,
and
though.
dead.
You go to Atlas, it's in there.
That thing right there,
Yeah, that thing.
point at that, was in your eyeball.
That bang right there
Did you
was in
really
your
want
eyeball.
us to let you run and jump off the ship?
Huh? Oh yeah, I went back to my place where I felt safe for sure.
With that in your eyeball?
It wasn't. You guys blew it out, which I'm grateful for. I just need a
Before we
minute.
held you, you was running and jumping off the ship.
Yeah, because nobody explained anything to me. You just lunged at
tried.
me.
You
I just
started
saw
running.
you. I just saw you push somebody and kick somebody. No, I wasn't trusting any of you right now.
Here you go, hold on.
Well,
Alright.
I mean, you did
Hopefully-
make
hopefully
me
you'll
go
come around
sleep
to be-
night.
Yeah, hopefully you'll come around to be thankful and understand,
We'll
because
do that
I think
one.
you would
That's
be
a better-
dead at
that's
this
a better
point.
image of it right there.
Ooh, gross.
Well, I guess we'll find
did
out.
Did anyone save some of that worm? I like that shit. We got
You
It's
know,
right here. It's right here below.
If
below
you don't like
us.
that shit. You don't need anything to do with that, man.
You guys look to your right now on the dock, and you see there's a path that winds up to Kindergarten Keep. You see this large keep up there. It looks like it's probably going to be a few-hour walk. And you, as you look up there, you all hear the loudest possible scream you could hear. Help! Guttural.
Did everybody
Alright.
hear that?
We all heard that, right?
I heard it.
Okay.
All right, listen. I know we heard it. If we got to talk. Everybody just calm down and chill out. Sadius, I know I didn't fully explain it, but we gotta group together here, folks. We got Vagorath coming. We got shit happening. Everybody needs to chill out. This guy's gonna fuck with our heads. I know it's gonna fuck us all up. But listen, we did it. He held you, and I pulled that out of your eye to save your life, Sadius, okay? I promise I would never do anything to hurt anybody in this group. I put you guys together to do what we're doing. We need everybody to calm down. Everybody get together. Stay calm. We're a team here. Okay, trust each other. We have to trust each other. We have to. It's all we have right now. Look around. It's just fucking ice and snow. And us 5. Okay? This is all we have.
Are we done? Are we done being a bunch of pussies? Can we go now?
As I got a question. You're not mad about being punched in the line. I felt like that was appropriate.
I'm not taking
Like,
anything.
It was just.
No,
It
I'm
just-
not
I
taking.
was just disarming him.
Everybody
we
saw-
all saw shit. There's
Yeah.
not much we can do about that.
I'm not blaming it. That everything that just happened. There's no fault anywhere. Everybody saw shit. You're fine.
I almost
man.
did pull out my sword, but I was like, "This is Lonnie." You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
what
I'm
I'm
just
I
trying
got
to-
something. I got something on me now where I'm not going to be frightened by anything, so we're okay.
Okay, good.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Anything we could use to go into this?
Yeah, because if that's right here on the dock, and I look up at the castle and be like, I mean, what the
It's like
hell's
we
going to be
can't-
there?
We can't trust. our
Everybody
eyesight.
needs to be within 10 feet of me,
Okay.
and none of us can be frightened.
I'll
Fair
let you
enough.
guys know. I'll punch every single one of you in the face before I cut you.
I you know what I really that's the trust.
Well, that's why I put you to sleep. I put you to sleep because I didn't want
Hey.
to hurt you.
that's a good trust thing, though. He's gonna punch before he swings. I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
And
That's
listen,
good.
we all just heard that scream. I'm just gonna be straight honest with you. This place is desolate in the middle of ice. I don't think it's fucking real. That's just me. We're gonna go there because we have to. But I ain't believing that bullshit for a second. Okay?
I
it's-
think I'm right there with you.
It's us 5 against the goddamn world up here, okay? We're in the middle of the goddamn nowhere.
So there's no allies. I mean, first creepy child, first creepy woman, man. We see that we're killing.
No,
What?
no.
Are
Well,
you saying?
Let's not jump
Are
to
you
the killing
saying?
part.
I would say be on your
Let me
toes.
lead, and we gonna clear this place the fastest we've ever cleared.
We're gonna ask questions.
It's
Last
funny,
questions, yeah.
It's
Well.
funny you say that, Greg. 100 feet in front of you guys, in that picture, you can kind of see it. There's a couple houses.
Yeah, small villages or
Yep.
little houses down
There's
there.
just about 2 or 3 of them, and you see coming towards you 2 little children. They're skipping. They skip-
Skipping like
Do
happily.
you think anyone would honestly hear? about the
Nobody's
massacre?
happy here.
They're skipping towards you,
Particularly-
Greg, and they close in about 75 feet, 50 feet, and they look.
Only
at you.
Greg sees them.
No, you guys all see them, and they all have
Okay,
What are we doing here, guys? Are we gonna shoot him?
full
Wait,
No,
white eyes.
we gotta talk to 'em.
Full white eyes, and you see them.
Well, white
Got
eyes.
the white
Nah.
eyes again.
I'm shooting.
And you see him motion
No,
towards you,
shoot the
Greg.
worm.
You see him motion towards you, Greg. Going.
I'm chopping heads.
The worm.
These are kids,
Yeah,
right?
Heads be rolling.
What if they
Yep.
could be saved by extracting the
No
worm?
one's gonna
Okay.
hear about the massacre
got-
of Kindergarten.
I got
We
it.
way
I
up here.
That's a valid point.
You see the kids going.
It is
Hey,
my conscience will hear about
Hold
it.
on, I got a question, a real important one.
There's
though.
probably an answer back in the book. I'll be right back.
The person, the worm that
Yeah,
came out of the
man.
dude's mouth. And so we killed the worm, but didn't hit the dwarf, right?
Mhm.
And the dwarf still died.
Yes.
The one that puked it out.
Okay, these guys,
I'm cutting
white
it.
eyes. These guys are dead. I think. I'm gonna say it.
Hey, Baz, you are a leader. You have the most when it comes to medicine.
As you guys
I
are
can't
having
do
that
anything but
conversation,
trust you.
the kids have moved another 25 feet forward, and they just
Dude.
stopped.
I'm gonna say-
I do this. I do this before everybody finishes. I use my new Kraken's Fury and I shoot a spell at it.
I'll say
So,
you're gonna hear me say, Irosil, forgive me, and I'm gonna say, and I'm just gonna go.
Before
Go
you
ahead,
go
go
I'm
ahead,
going
Greg.
forward.
You see him with his new trident. You haven't used it yet. It's almost like, it charges up. It's like, and this little kid's sitting there, and she's just standing there, and you just blow a hole out of her shirt through her back, and you can see through to the other side, and she just falls over and slams onto the snow.
I just yell all my fury out. Okay, I feel better.
There's a worm up here.
You see the little boy not even flinch. Go.
Yeah, kill him, Greg.
Kill that one too.
I was a little hesitant, but not now.
One swift motion, fucking leap at him, chop off his head.
Okay.
3 attacks. He cuts him. He trisects him actually.
Easy enough.
Oh,
You swipe down on this one, and you cleave down from the shoulder blade down to the butt. You literally dissect the child. It slides open, falls down on the ground, and you see when the kid falls to the ground, you see a little purple worm, not even fully grown, maybe adolescent,
Have it.
lay slumbered on the ground.
Stomp on them all. I'm just gonna start stomping on the bodies and the heads and like just anything that squishy.
Okay.
I'm like making wine over here.
You guys.
Is that really
It's
necessary?
Greg, chill.
Press.
I'm
Chill.
very fucked up.
You see it
think you're
glowing
leaning
red.
too
See it
much
glowing
into
red
it
a
here.
little bit. You guys have to.
Anything, guys, with white eyes, full white eyes. I think we're safe to say we're good.
After about 30 minutes walking through that little past the first and second house, the lights are all on inside, and you all check. There's nobody in any of these houses.
Can we just stop before we go to the house or do anything else?
Yeah,
Is this
if
like
you
perfect
yeah.
time?
Well, no,
Yeah,
I
it's
was
like
gonna,
10:36.
No, I was
It's
gonna
just-
stop you guys right at the front of Kindergarten Keep.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys pass those 2 houses, looking inside, and you see nothing, but you do see inside where the lights are on. Lanterns are still lit, but there's cobwebs all over the furniture. About an hour of a winding path up to the top of Kindergarten Keep. You make it to these large wooden double doors that have these large metal pieces that support it and armor it. And you all sit right before the door, Kindergarten Keep, and you feel like the air is thick, hard to breathe. It's like a humidity almost. And the smell at the door is horrible. Almost vomit inducing how much it smells. That's where we'll end the session.
Greg ate too much of those fucking hearts again. Shit his
Yeah.
pants.
You're just dropping fart.
Is there any, with my passive perception, just this is a Zithor question, or even like a as a death question? Does like the when he was just without questioning or anything, does anybody's physical like just slicing children, does that bother anybody?
About what?
Like him just slicing children? Did it seem to bother